deeper. Oh, real talk, we gather round. Stories to unfold. Beauty, tears, and laughter. Secrets to be told. Messy gossip flows like tea. Hot, fresh, sweet. Living like we're shining bright. Our one is why we sing the whole. Spill the tea. Just you and me. Laughing through the night. Smiling and free. Spill the tea. Just you and me. Laughing through the night.
Girl, did you hear what she did last summer? With her style and charm, she's a stunner. Flipping through gossip, the latest craze. Trying him to cook, oh how they dazzle they We keep it real, spilling the truth. In our circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades, use of sweet. Sharing the vibe, feel the edges of the crease. Page by page, return our worlds. Sit still and strong and life unfurled.
Hey, 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 ladies and gents. Chill. How's everybody doing today? I see y'all up in this chat, cutting up, especially real. Happy Win Wednesday, child. They said some losers out here on the YouTube streets, baby. What the hell going on? They had my ass on lockdown this morning from 9 to 11:30, and I was over there shaking because I was so mad I could be in these YouTube streets being nosy. But thanks everybody that reached out to me, dropped some tea under my post I made on my community because y'all was keeping me updated while I was over there rolling my eyes and shaking my leg because I was ready to get up here and see what the hell going on. And it sounded like it was a whole lot of going on. Chick-fil-A, I said, girl, you ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing. I'm mad as hell. I got dressed up for nothing. Esau. I'm mad for you, Pooh. I had my orange on, and I even got my FAMU orange t-shirt on. I stuck to the strip. I stuck to the script, baby, and I wore my orange, and now I have on my orange FAMU t-shirt with my leggings because I had to get some steps in. I had to work out real quick. Like, you had to end your live on time, then want to be late again today. Well, sure. I had a video for y'all, but I could put the video on pause and we could talk about all things court today. If y'all like, I'll tell y'all what I do have. Okay. For y'all, this updated material, that is, I had the text messages from today. Okay. Because what I was trying to figure out, I'm trying to get the manuscript. It wasn't available for my level. I know Pam has it, but she's an attorney, so she can get things, that I'm just a blogger. Can't get yet. But I'll try again before we end the live. But back to the text messages. I went and had them to pull the text messages from today to see if he knew what and I'm trying to get an idea of what had happened on Nesto's end, but y'all, it looked like he thought he had to go to court. So maybe he was there, but they didn't bring him out. I don't know. You in the bushes? Yeah, they probably not gonna tell us what happened in chambers. They probably not gonna tell us that. Well, I'll try again because I tried to get it earlier and it went I'm gonna have to go straight to the site and get it. It was acting actually like it was down or something, like it was like a error or something I got, but I don't know. I'll try again. It won't take long. So y'all, I don't know what had happened with Nesto. Cause that's what I was there for. What is going on with Nesto? But according to these messages, he was still prayed up. He was still I had to order them before close of business, ended, right? And there's only one message from today at it's in military time. So the message was sent around 1:37. Okay. I'll say 1:38 if I just want to round up the seconds. And it's just like from Cynthia saying, I love you. Call me today. And he did not reply. Of course, they have to go through the approval process and everything. But I got these around 15:04. What time is that, y'all? About 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And he had not responded at that time. I will tell y'all that. I will tell y'all that. Let me speak. Y'all want to put our video to the side and do it tomorrow. I'll drop the link. If y'all want to come up here, we'll talk about all things court today on this Wednesday. Baby, I don't even know what to say. There's so much going on. Hey, Thirsty Rabbit. Hey, Real. Hey, No. Hey, Sassy Sue. Hey, B. Williams. You're going to have to catch the replay. Okay. Hey, Juju D. Hey, A, let's talk about it all. Hey, Chick-fil-A gal, baby. We raising money. $8 pork chop sandwiches for the GoFundMe account. Let me get me a puff before the show. Hurry up. Hey, Nestos, Shaka Shuffle, Walk of Shame. Thank you for being here and modding for me on today. Appreciate you as always. Hey, Miss Lady. Hey, Jay Blake. Oh, Lord. See, this is what I mean by already cutting up. I say 20 with no time, sir. Hey, Vicky. How you doing? Thank you for being here and modding. I already kind of spoke to El Cid out of order. But hey, El Cid. Hey, Esau. Hey, Kena. Hey, only me. 23. Hey, Eve has many faces. Hey, Leo Lady. Hey, Latita. I kind of spoke to you out of out of order as well. Hey, Black Rose. Hey, Miss, I see you too. Hey, a lady. Hey, Cross Country Cruise Her. Hey, I said what I said. How are you today? Thank you for being here modding. She said you ain't missed a damn thing. Okay. Yes, Nestos be on it. Hey, Jim Chick, how you doing? Hey, I'm free to be me, Black Rose. Yeah, we had a color orange. Oh my God. Hey, Rainbow. Okay, you got to hear this. I don't think they're gonna tell us, Latita. Thank you, Chick-fil-A girl, for being a member for 7 months. Hey, SD. Hey, Shay B. LOL, yes, Latita, I still have on my orange. Yes, my shirt, my blue jeans, and my orange socks. We was in character. I was on the page refreshing when Pam went live, just in case something got filed. Hey, Tamara. Hey, TD Will. Hey, Miss Buckeye. Hey, Cotton Candy Curls. Okay, 3 o'clock. That's what time. So that's what time because I was pushing it, and he had not replied though at 3 o'clock. Okay. But again, I have to go through approval process too. So I don't really know what that means. I'm here for the show. Hey, Miss CLC. He probably not back from court yet. Hey, Sunshine. You here to be nosy, girl? Me too. Well, I'm here to be messy. Silverback said yesterday she was going to court but had no Rule 22. Yes, she did say that. It was a hot ghetto mess today. Well, then where the winners at? Because it's Win Wednesday, Joel. The judge had an attitude. Hey, we need to talk. LOL. Okay, so we need to talk. We need to put the video to the side. Okay. Hey, Reese and Muff's mom. Hey, TX Toy. How you doing? Hey, Mississippi Shell and ATL. Hey, Karen. Hey, Mistress Monica. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Sanders. Hey, Tasha B. So if we about to talk about court, this live want to be short, oh child. Now, I got something I could pop up plastic with now. Shoot, you ain't saying no. We still on the family that pray. Okay. Let the court tell that nobody had a Rule 22. Okay, so y'all want to talk about a Rule 22. Okay. Hey, Anissa, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat so we can get it on and popping. No, they're not going to give us anything that didn't happen in open court. I do wonder why they published the transcript today, though. Maybe it was for transparency since no one could record. I have a theory about that. Okay, Mr. Tidy Suit. Tight Suit asked if there were Rule 22s. The court said none, but they knew the bloggers were going to be present, and Tight Suit planned to try to block them. Bloggers had continuous Rule 22s. Hey, Tanya be here, but the court said no to the continue. Yeah, okay. Well, he's the judge. He can say so. I forgot to wear my orange. That's okay. We had your back. Hey, Jay Blake. Nasty mushmouth Nesto keep listening to me. I'm refresh and silly side here. You can't block these YouTube bloggers from blogging, and they're going to still baptize your ass. Anywho, hey, the black cat. There was society. Can we do court talk at the end of the video? Okay. I'm flexible. Hey, beautifully made 13. Nesto is in the hole tonight. Oh, just ate orange. Does that count? Yes. You good. You good. Hey, tell the truth. The judge was mad at himself because he signed on it, but seemed to take it out on participants. It's his house, baby, like Ron's house. It's Donaway house. Oh no. I had an orange and white looking like Whataburger employee. Oh no. I had on some striped pants. But they had like different color stripes in them. Child, I was looking like the walking rainbow. I just ate 2 mandarins. Does that count? Okay, this the only case I'm following that worries so much about bloggers. It was like that with YSL, and it was like that with them too. Diddy is also trying to well, I don't know about currently. He did a gag order as well. He was worried about media too. There's been quite a few recently that have been worried about the media. Okay, Chanel, hey. So how do you have one if it keeps changing dates and he signed a continuous Rule 22 with his silly self? Hey, CW. Biggie Meat Triple. Triplet just mad because he went to Big and Tall and could get his extra pass. Hey, Friday. Yeah, YSL. And we'll start with YSL. And I'm going out because I don't have my notes. Y'all know I like to have my notes so I can make sure and I have some type of order, but it's okay. We're gonna adjust. Okay, with YSL, there were some of the same people that's involved in this situation today that had issues. So we could back it up. We could back it up to Dennis. And I'll start with Dennis because I feel like Dennis' situation wasn't so severe as Angelica's. You know, Dennis came in, he wasn't recording, he wasn't taking pictures, he was following the court rules, the etiquette of the court. And they asked him to take a photo of Thug's girlfriend, Mariah the scientist. He did, and that photo went viral, but then it was used against him, you know, as a strike in the court for taking a photo when he was not supposed to, you know, be filming, recording, taking pictures, or any of that, right? But according to Dennis, he had approval, and the person that asked him was a person that has authority in the court outside of the judge, which I believe was the sheriff bailiff. Okay, so that's pretty much it for Dennis part. And then we had Angelica that had several issues recording during the YSL trial. Okay, she had been called to the front of the room, the front of the classroom several times for breaking the rules, you know, and Dennis got swept into that. That's why I wanted to start with him first. And one time she went before the court solo dolo. The second time she went with Dennis, in which we say it looked like they was about to get married up there over here on the front porch. We was joking about that, right? But we know Angelica was giving the jurors nicknames. She was talking about things that she shouldn't have been talking about on her channel. When the judge asked them to stop filming, you know, they had a mic issue because they weren't turning their mics off. She was taking pictures of people as well, and she was recording when she was not supposed to be recording too. Okay, so this is not exclusive to Nesto. If you could just go do a simple Google, you search, you will see a lot of individuals try to do a gag order to stop press and media. This is not new with Nesto. It really ain't. And I gave you a few examples. So sound like to me, some of them people is up there at the courthouse to be messy. And now same individual, Angelica, seem to be in the middle of a lot of this stuff that's going on, in my opinion. Silverback just mad she ain't making no money and ain't getting no views. She's she yelling, yeah, they making money off of me. Well, if they are reacting to her videos, they are making money off of her. But hey, that's her. She better handle her business or hush. Where was Cynthia? She probably didn't want to come up there because on her defense, I'll play both sides today. She may not want to be photoed. She may not want to be teased and picked at and followed down the road, being videoed. Thirsty rabbit. Nesto, what you blowing for? Nesto say he tired. He ready to get the hell out of there. Wore my good orange blouse and black slacks. Just baptized his ass already. Extra back jacket. Yeah, he got to let it out. He got to let it out. No seam. You don't need no seam at all. Okay. It's been watching. I've been watching your videos and hollering. I said what I said. I would be surprised if Silverback called herself telling on people and messing it up for everybody. I wouldn't be surprised either because you know she petty and she messy and she feel like people picking on her. They're not nice to her. Like someone said earlier, they making money off of her. So she trying to get her get back. That's why the people give her names like Silverback, Angelica, Glaze, Belly, Raccoon, just a few to be. Oh my God. Why are they tripping? Buckwheat isn't famous. Yeah, in the 40s, buckwheat was famous. I cannot. I think Cynthia didn't come because she's a coward and she didn't want to be accused of being a part of what's happening today. They were behind this somehow. I mean, I'm okay, let me say this. I'm by myself. So I'm not just gonna sit here and act like they don't have a reason to feel the way that they feel. But keep it real though. Keep it real. Like you gotta keep it real too. I'm sorry to they feel the way they feel. Really, probably just a little bit, a teensy bit, a pinch. But I get why they feel the way they feel. But suck it up, Buttercup. Okay, I don't feel that damn bad. Cause I mean, if she was in court, nothing was going to happen to her. So I mean, I don't know why she would be scared or feel, that she needed to take the coward way out. I don't understand why she would feel that way. Now he's going to have to do another 21-day fast. Was this surprise that they said on what happened? I never felt like they had a surprise. So the ones that felt that way, y'all can weigh in on that. I never felt like it was a surprise. I felt like it was cap. Maybe they should have court on Monday. Hey, we'll be down for it. And that's vice versa. That's vice versa because for me, when you become content, no matter who you are, then this is what happens. And I hate that when content creators are becoming the content because it is taken away from the court case, which is what I'm interested in. And that's pretty much why I just stay over here on the front porch. So you can't dish it out if you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do the beast and I don't be in the beast sector and I don't go back and forth like that because it's just gonna keep going backwards, front and backwards. It's just gonna be like a yo-yo. It's a ping pong, tennis match, and that's not why I'm here. Cynthia didn't have anything to wear to court. Sure, she could have worn them shorts. Shirley with a Y. What day Hoover starts his leave? Has it been granted? It's in May. It's in May. I can pull it up. Because if what's going to be the end game here? Like, why are we focused on all the drama? Like, I want this court case stuff. Shoot, that's what I want. I hear you beeping. Let's see. What day was that? That was in February. Oh no, I got so much shit over here. No. Oh, here it is. No, that's the old one. That's the December one. So I gotta go the other way. Hold on. I gotta find it. I got it in here somewhere. Because this tit for tat stuff it's not gonna stop. And now we all suffering because we can't get information. We all suffering. Shit. I'll find it. It's in May. Baby, it was grand opening, grand closing. Her man should have bought her a court outfit. Oops. She was afraid of getting another subpoena. They can find her. They don't have to subpoena her at court. They can go to her house. I mean, what's gonna happen to her if she's there? I mean, if she's bad enough to mess with her husband for years and be on these phone calls, I don't think Shirley being there is gonna hurt her. And I don't know why Shirley would have been there for a final plea. I mean, she don't I don't think she jealous of Shirley and she wants Shirley man, but I don't think I don't think that would have stopped her from being there. Okay, Shirley, like, what is Shirley gonna do? What's gonna happen to her? Yeah, we all suffering. That's right. That T will get spun on the front porch where she plays in a vacant yellow. That's true. That's true. Hold on, y'all. If she bad enough to come over here on the YouTube streets, if she bad enough to go on Tasha K, I don't think she cares about Shirley being there. Shirley would have laughed at her outfit, hair, and toes, and would have. That's what they wanted for everyone to suffer because their things is twisted. It's not helping Nesto. I mean, but it's on both ends. So to me, it's on both ends. Hey, go get her. So Cynthia wasn't in court. Okay. I was looking at the messages. I guess she really didn't say she was gonna be in court. She just pretty much told him to keep your head up tomorrow. Do not look defeated. As hard as all of this shit is, okay, pull your inner strength out. Your family loves you. You stay positive. F them lies, okay? An attorney friend called today to ask about your case, thinking it was over. He was shocked to know that you are just at the plea stage 3 years later. He said, is something wrong with that county? He should have said the state. Said he heard they were most corrupt in the country. Said he heard they were most corrupt in the country. Okay. Anyway, I'll keep it light. People care about real justice for you. Love you more. Of course, smiley face at the end. And he actually did reply, so he broke his down fast because he replying to her. She was resting from her crash and burn text. Lies. They say lies. I don't think Sonya cares if IS was there. She just doesn't want the bloggers to take her pictures and laugh at her, follow her down the sidewalk, video her. But I love that shit. So I ain't gonna act like I don't. Yeah, but we still in jail. LOL. I wonder if Hoover is still a great man. Well, I like him, even though I talk about him. And I never thought he was getting out. I don't know where that rumor came from that he was getting out today. I did not think he was getting out. Somebody steal the fast tea, please. I'm working. What tea are you expecting to be spilled? I wasn't in court today. I don't have any insight on anything that's going on. I agree, Cynthia just don't want us laughing at her. Which is why none of his family is there because they know we're going to talk about it. They know somebody's going to film them. They know someone's going to take a picture of them. That was a Nesto dream on rumor. Oh, okay, because I was going to say, was people really expecting for him to get out? Hey, Florida girl. Because I didn't think he was going to get out. It was something else I was supposed to answer that was up there high up in the chat. Nesta was going to be still in jail, even if they would have proceeded with a hearing. I mean, because they were there. What's the final plea? I just thought he would say whether he was guilty or not guilty, if he wanted a trial or he wanted to put himself on the mercy of the court. That's all I thought. was going to happen today. I never thought he was getting out. I hope he didn't think. Looking at these messages, I don't think he thought he was going to get out either. I'm looking for this. I got to answer the question about the date. I'm gonna drop the link if somebody want to come up. I was working. I was so pissed. I was like, damn it. The fast was a lie. A letter to the court was written to request restrictions of the video calls. We know that that was a part of the gag order, right? And they've been saying that the calls have been obtained illegally, and all of that blase BS. I mean, and he can write the court, that's his right. And the court gonna tell his ass no. City done crossed too many boundaries. She is nervous. I predict Ernesto is going to attempt a unaliving of himself. That's been discussed. He's pretty much said that he not going back to prison. So to me, reading between the lines, he kind of saying like, if I'm found guilty, I ain't going. If I'm found guilty, I'm going. I'm not going, excuse me. So that's how I took it when he was saying some of the things that he was saying. And that's why I feel like he's going to go to trial, because he don't have nothing to lose at this point, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people think he's going to take a plea, but I don't think he is. I hate when I can't find something. I don't think he is Nestos. I didn't think he was getting out either. I didn't even think this was a final plea hearing. Yeah, because we still got to find out if what the judge is going to rule when it comes to the suppressing of the truck, right? Because they got all those motions going back and forth, and the judge still haven't ruled on those, or on whatever, made a final ruling on that. People are believing what they are saying about him because being free soon. TS toy. That's it, and that's all. It's gaslighting. This kind of shows how people believe his lies. I agree with that, because he's been saying this from day one that he's getting out. Every day he was getting out, right? So I don't understand why now people believe that he's getting out. He been saying this from day one. I'm getting out tomorrow. I'm getting out tomorrow. I need my truck. We got to find somewhere to stay. He been making plans to every time we hear one of these calls, because he's getting out. Now people believe he's getting out. I don't understand it. And the calls now are staged, in my opinion. They are to us. You know what I'm saying? Us as in the YouTube streets. Okay. They're not talking about anything in these calls. And when they're addressing us. I feel like it anyway. Y'all may feel different. Dion gonna be like, well, I want my daddy records. Go down there and get them. Yep, since July 7th, 2022. Please like the live. He will risk his friendship with Dre if he goes to trial and details come out. No, Dre knows the type of person he is. And as we've heard in my calls, like Dre said, he don't be around him. They're not friends that go out every night or hang out even weekly. Dre has said on the calls, like, I've only seen your truck one time. And Nesto said, I had it for 3 years. So if they're friends, close friends that hang out with each other, do things with each other on a regular basis, he would not have said that. We've also heard Dre say, you only call me when you in jail or you need something, and I'm paraphrasing in my words. or here and there. And when you do, you say, oh, I gotta go. You're rushing out the phone top, and I gotta go to a meeting, or I gotta go do this, or I gotta go do that. And I'll hear from you for another, long period of time. And I told you, don't be going that long without at least checking in with me. So I don't feel like there's nothing to lose, with that. And again, he have not been indicted on the CP or the grape. Dre has been in prison with this man for the same charges that he have on this RICO. I think with the exception of bigamy. Okay, he's had theft by deception, he's had fraud, he's had robbery, and Dre and him done been to prison together. That's pretty much what he's has going on with this RICO. So that's no different. In my opinion, that's no different. And he's not been indicted on the other charges. So it's nothing for him to fall out with him about. In my opinion, y'all maybe feel, y'all may feel differently, but he's been in prison. Dre's been in prison. Dre don't have a clean background. So I don't think he'll fall out with Ernesto about some fraud charges. He knew he was cheating on Shirley. Okay, so the bigamy is he's not married. So I don't think he cares about the bigamy. Erica pretending to be his lawyer. I don't think Dre cares about that. Fraud, theft by deception, theft by taking. I don't think Dre care about that. The judge needs to do his job and make a decision on that damn truck. Now, that's what the judge need to do. I agree with you on that, real. Agree. I never thought he was getting out. Now, Dre out here saving his son. He ain't got time for Ernesto and making his money, running his business, paying his bills. Ernesto he ain't worried about Ernesto. He ain't pressed. Dre loves Ernesto. Okay. Are you getting rain and hail? Oh, that was yesterday, wasn't it? I think these stupid people that believe those two liars were thinking that he was going home today. Come on, no bond or anything. He doesn't have the sources for bond or that many charges. Enrico, right? Even if they were to give him a bond, who is going to pay it? Because we know, let's say they reduce it, you know what I'm saying, to $500,000. Who got $50,000 cash to pay to get him out? And I'm just being kind with that part. Georgia Peach, they thought he was getting out yesterday, the day before. Okay. She talking about the hell. Dre fixing up his house. Dre on the road. Dre said he be on the road, Sunday to Thursday? So you think Shirley was gonna pay Esau? Stop playing on Shirley top. Stop playing on Shirley top. Okay, let me drop the link, and then we'll do the video. If because I don't know how it's gonna go if I drop the link. But there are stipulations that come with the Rule 22, and there are times that you can be filming and you can and can't be filming, right? And if that was violated, I'm sure the judge will probably, not probably, is going to talk about it in the hearing, and could be contempt, it could be a fine, it could be banished from the courtroom. I don't know what the results of that is going to be. But again, I've seen that happen in the YSL trial. So I'm just gonna be looking and listening. I'm just listening and listening. Jay is concentrating on his son. Yep. Shirley says she ain't got no money. I agree, Lady T, but he seems to be on all or nothing kind of guy. At this point, if you just think you're 61 and a half and you could possibly get 10 years, right? Nesto don't want to even grow old. So what, you know what I'm saying? You think he not gonna go out without a fight? And I want him to go to trial because that's more tea for me. Okay, I dropped the link. If nobody don't come up, I'm gonna get into my video. Oh, I got my first person. Latita, yeah, because you did put a comment up there and I read it, but I didn't address it. So I'm glad you came up. Okay, hey Latita.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing on this anticlimactic evening?
Oh, not anticlimactic. Oh
Ah,
Let me pull up these messages. I can't find my thing, Latita, as to
what
when
thing?
my my document as somebody asked me for. Maybe it's in another folder. Or
Oh.
the time frame that Sean is asking to be approved to be out of court.
Oh, on leave, on leave.
On leave, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. Yeah,
Well,
go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, hi, Chick-fil-A gal. I was gonna say the only issue that I see potentially with this Rule 22 thing
Mm-hmm.
is so Pam on her live said that her videographer had not started recording.
Mm-hmm.
The other person who had a Rule 22, they always like start recording immediately. So I think she may actually have audio of what went down. I don't know. I was working today too. I only just so happened to catch Pam because she went live during lunch.
Mhm.
But in this court transcript, Judge Dunaway is going off. He is not happy about these Rule 22s. He is cutting people off, just like Pam said in her live. Like she was saying something, he just cut her clean off. And it's just like, okay, y'all are excused. It's like, dang. And so what he says at the end is, I will see what the appropriate remedy is, and we'll have a hearing on. I know previously the defense had filed a motion that I denied. We'll see where we are now. All right. Thank you all. So he may be bringing back that gag order
Mm-hmm.
filing
Yeah.
that Roberto Sean Hoover filed, which is some BS. I don't think that's necessary. I think, whatever the court wants to do, I think they need to make their rules clear. And if you can't do a continuous Rule 22, just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
Rule 22
I
that
think
he signed.
I'll agree with you on that. But although there is a signed Rule 22, there are still stipulations. There are still rules that you have to follow and
Sure.
guidelines that you have to follow. So just because you have a Rule 22 signed, that does not mean that you could do things that the court tells you that you can't do, which is why I reference YSL, because we know Angelica got kicked out of the courtroom for playing on them people top.
Oh, well, Angelica did something that the court stipulated that she should not do. I don't necessarily see that here. And again, him signing the Rule 20. What was that?
It's recording when you're not supposed to be.
Well, I feel like what Angelica did was she was giving descriptions of people and recording witnesses that she should not have been recording. Yes, is that not what happened?
And when you have a Rule 22 also, you only have the Rule 22 for that individual person, not the people in the audience or the other individuals that are having their court case being heard.
So why is that something that's coming up? I don't understand. Are they upset because someone may have gotten footage of a certain bald-headed doll? Like, is that what it is? I'm not understanding.
Allegedly, someone was recording. And the bailiff had to address them.
Today?
Yes.
Okay.
In the transcript, that other name after Pam's.
Say that again.
In a transcript, do you see where the bailiff,
No,
the
so
sheriff?
they don't have any of that in the transcript. It starts with the judge saying, "I see a camera. Let me
Mm-hmm.
see your Rule 22."
Okay.
So there's nothing around a bailiff
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that.
Yeah, not the whole day, and not the other, I the other. I don't want to say inmates because I don't know if they locked up. Um,
The
the
other
other,
defendants.
yeah, the other defendants.
Hmm.
You can't do
Black
sound
Rose.
either.
Okay.
You can't do
Okay.
sound either.
Yeah, if you don't have permission, you can't do sound either.
You can't
But
do anything but take notes.
okay, so it sounds like somebody was being a hater.
You can't record at
Okay.
all, not even yourself.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't do sound, which is why when Pam showed hers and they told her no to recording with her phone and whatever, you can't do sound, you can't record at all,
So that was
even if it's
different.
just
So that
audio.
was different with Pam's phone. He actually scratched that out when he signed
Yeah,
Pam's Rule 22. So that was different. She wasn't recording with the phone today,
yeah,
nor
you
did she
can't.
intend to.
Right, and you can't record before the proceedings either. If that happened, you're in violation. And as we see in the chat, people said that she was recording herself, and I don't think you're supposed to pull your phone out at all.
Period. That's in
Period.
any courtroom. Period. But yeah, to Elsie's point, yeah, Pam was not recording. The other person was.
Yeah, all right. Oh, here it is.
Okay. I think I need to do. Yeah, there was some audio being recorded. I think I need to do a little bit of backtracking and watching some other videos before they get pulled down.
And Angelica do what other people do and send the links. So that's why I say just playing both sides, because people be like, I sent this video to ABC. So I feel like she did the same thing. She sent the video if it happened.
That's some hating ass shit though. Like I
I
get it.
agree with you. I agree
She
with
shouldn't have
you.
been recording. I get that, right? She should have waited for Nesto's hearing to start. I totally get that. The rules is the rules. However, the way that the rules were applied was weird. And if you can't get a continuing Rule 22, don't sign or approve on continuing Rule 22, which he did not only once, but twice.
I agree with you. And
And
I
if
do feel like that person was being messy, and she told the bailiff because she did it in YSL. She did it to Dennis. And
okay, that's what
I
happened.
think she's
Okay.
done it to WD before too, haven't she?
At
That was
point,
recording.
at some point, I feel like they're gonna have to stop
That's what I
letting
was
this
saying. The
lady in the
tick for
court.
tack, the back and forth. It's not. When is it going to stop? Because you can't just say because you're on this side, it's okay, and if you're on their side, it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's taken away from the case. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, it's just messy. I would like Black Rose. Huh?
I'm laughing at you talking about, yeah, it's just messy.
It is. It's messy as hell, and it's for no reason. Like, and it's not helping him at the end of the day. It's not helping. Like, it's just not. I don't know what he gets out of this, and I get what Angelica gets out of it. She's being messy to be messy because she's just fucking messy. But what does Nesto get out of this? Because what's gonna happen is if it's really some bullshit, you think Will Wooten ain't gonna bring it up?
I think he is, and that may happen. No one is saying that Pam recorded, so we get that.
Yeah,
I've seen that
we're
in here a
not
few
saying
times.
that. Yeah, we got it
Well,
because she said she wasn't recording. Someone else who was representing the media
well,
allegedly was recording audio.
I feel like Silverback went over there and told it because baby, she went on her
Ain't no
channel
feel like that's what somebody did. She went over and she told the bailiff.
and
So
she was all on her channel. She was happy. She was acting like a little kid, and she was calling folks out, and she was saying that they messed everything up, and the judge did not sign their Rule 22. They had one for 2024, and that's not how it's supposed to go. And she
Again,
made
she need to do her own research because just like I said yesterday, she gets up there talking and don't telling half the truth. And
right.
if you're gonna talk, say both parts. You know what I'm saying? Both perspectives.
And then she said something about how did she put it? She made the inference as if they were gonna get reprimanded some kind of way, like they were gonna get some type of injunction or something, she said, because you were getting
Did
ready to
she?
come on, so I had to cut her off. But she was over there acting like a little kid. She was so happy
the thing
that
is,
all of this
this
went down
this
today. So I
hurts
know she went
her.
over there and told it.
The
Huh?
problem is this hurts her too. Like if you are cutting off access
I
to
don't know.
new
She got
media,
800 views. She
Yeah,
got
yeah.
800. She got 800 views for the little video that she was
I
over there
get that.
prancing
That's not what
around.
I'm saying. That's short. That is short term. Yeah, she got her little bump in her view now. It's probably mostly people who want to know what happened, right? People like us.
Right.
But long term, that's gonna hurt her reputation in the court.
Oh,
It's
she
gonna
don't
It's
care about
hurt
that.
her
already bad. That's why
reputation.
she don't care.
She don't care about
This
her
already
reputation,
happened
honey.
to her.
Yeah,
This
you know,
already happened to her.
right. She don't went to jail and everything. She could care less about her reputation. She could care less about any of this. But she's very excited about what happened, and that's why I feel like she probably went snitched on homegirl. And I wasn't there, so I don't know. But
Yeah, we just being messy.
yeah, I'm just being messy. But she was happy as hell that it happened. And the reason why she was so happy because her and this Scooter be over there, doing their little lives or whatever, and they all knew that we were waiting for this court case, and for that to be so when the judge did what he did, that's kind of like a slap in all of our faces. So 1 point for them is 0 point for us today because they knew we were all waiting on this court case, and so but she was over there celebrating like a little child. Happy as a lark.
I mean, I don't really see it as a slap in our faces. I'm just curious, kind of like what's next for the case. So, like, what happens? What's the next date? And we kind of didn't get any resolution. So it is what it is. I ain't locked up, so I'm not feeling no kind of way, right?
Well,
This
not
is-
so much a slap, Latita, but we were all waiting on this to happen, though. We were all
Yeah.
waiting to see what was going to happen. I mean, it ain't no technical slap in our face, but everybody was anticipating to find out what was going to
I
happen
like that,
today.
Tony. Tony say Nesto get more trays. Yep. Sausage for cereal, Tony.
Yeah, so if she did do that, she, like you said, she ain't doing nothing but like Tony is saying, extending his time.
Right.
And
right.
really, and he wants to know also. See, so that's what's been making him so mad is because when you're locked up and you haven't went to court yet, and he's been waiting for 3 years, it's the anticipation of what's going to happen to you is the reason why you so nervous, and why
Yeah.
you can't be settled when you in jail. Now, when you go to the penitentiary, you know how much time you have, and you can just count those days
Yeah.
down, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you can mark them off the calendar. Right now, you can't mark anything off the calendar because you don't know how long the calendar gonna be.
And that's the thing.
Right.
If this hurts anybody, it hurts him. I agree with the people
Exactly.
in the chat. You delayed
But
him.
look
He
who we
was
talking about.
anticipating.
Look
What
who
was
we
that?
talking about. Somebody who obviously don't have a brain. She does
Well,
not think The way, I don't know. I'm not saying everybody thinks the same way, but I'm just saying the way that she processed her information is very immature. It's very childish
Right.
like.
And it's not even about anything benefiting him, because I probably for her, she may also be thinking like the longer he's locked up and this mess goes on, the longer I can interfere and I have something to do, right? So
Right.
God only knows.
Yeah.
This is a mess.
It is a hot mess. And then, and throwing all the shenanigans in, and for the judge to go along with this, the judge act like he had to stick up his butt today also, though, the way he was acting and
Maybe he was. That's
responding,
right.
and I don't know if if Sean been complaining about the bloggers,
He
but for what,
has.
yeah,
Of course.
and for whatever reason, the judge kind of rude with Sean today, and it was just we just everybody was anticipating on what was going to happen, and so and the judge is like, well, nobody ain't gonna get to see nothing now, we're gonna have another case or what have you. But the judge, he did, I don't know if he didn't get his damn Wheaties this morning, or if she didn't come home last night. I don't know what the deal was.
The deal was recording when you're not supposed to be recording. That's why I'm saying it's the
So do you think
same
that you think that pissed him
situation.
off? That pissed him off when she did that?
I don't know what pissed him off because I wasn't watching because I was working.
Hmm.
I only heard, what I'm seeing in the chat and
Right.
a few things what Pam said. So
Hmm.
I don't know, you know what I mean? But
Well,
you can't just downplay something being done wrong and just put
well,
it
I'm
all
not
on
trying to
him.
Yeah, don't
downplay
think
that
anybody
No,
either.
no,
doing
not
that.
you. I'm just talking in,
Yeah,
in
in
general, not
general,
just you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But and I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Maybe he was gonna let them stay, but once she started doing something wrong, maybe that made him upset. I don't know,
Well,
but
they did stay. They just couldn't record.
mhm.
You think the judge was right? Okay. And they said he did have an attitude. I'm surprised the blogger isn't on talking smack and rewriting history. The judge needs to make some decisions. Okay. And we have to follow the rules. Because I think people focus more on just him signing to than rules as well.
Mhm.
That was a violation, and she was wrong from the beginning. She violated those other people.
And
Because
that's
that's why I
fine.
made the
Deal with
example
her.
about Dennis, because I didn't feel Dennis was wrong, but he got swept up into
Exactly.
Angelica mess. That's why I tried to, speak about another situation in another court case.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, you gotta, if you dish it out, you just gotta be able to take it real. Like, I don't know. I own my shit. If I did it, I'm wrong. I did it. I can't just say it's because I got caught or in the mix or whatever that, I'm getting blamed. If it is what it is, what it is. We don't know. We gotta wait and see if they put another date up, Mississippi Shell. This was annoying because he confirmed there was, but it's not about the Rule 22. It's about the recording.
Yeah,
Was
that's what made him mad then.
was Dennis there? Anybody know if Dennis was there reporting remotely?
I don't think he
I
was
heard he
there.
was in New York City. Somebody said that in his chat
Okay.
that he was in New York. So I don't
Yeah,
think he was
and it seemed
actually
like
there.
Pam said she thought he was there the way he was talking, and he wasn't.
Hmm. Oh, of course,
Oh,
Dennis
so
wants some.
they say Dennis wasn't there.
Yeah, Dennis got to act like he play games sometimes too, like Silverback does. So um, I don't know.
Okay, Shan said there was a Rule 22. They were just signed by another judge. What's the other judge name? Oh, we got. I'm gonna have to break. Vicky. Vicky, you're up. Oh, she messed up the way. Dennis was not there. Okay, I got you. He was playing
So
audio on his line. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Vicky. I'm sorry.
I was all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Today I had to put people on, like put meetings on hold because I was trying to hear
Huh.
this.
Vicky say how she did you have that you was busy on?
I was in red. I was in red. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what I be.
I was over do not disturb.
Call
Um,
work.
but okay, so she was playing audio, so we heard a lot of stuff. The camera was facing her. Somebody said something to her, and she adjusted it, but she
Mm-hmm.
still kept recording. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna keep watching though, 'cause
Of course.
I'm not there. So I heard them call his name, and then I heard the judge say, everybody go back to like come back to chambers. We got some motions that need to be heard and all that. But that was it. And then she came out, and after that, that's when all hell broke loose. And I sent you some stuff on Instagram when what I saw on that lady's channel. And
Oh,
Dennis,
let me get to it.
girl, she was cutting up. I think she was happy that she allegedly tattled on somebody, but she was recording. I watched it. I heard the courtroom proceedings. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you did something wrong, you did something wrong. You wasn't supposed to do it. Um, I'm that kind of person. I'll do it until you tell me not to do it. Um, Dennis,
I did.
I thought he was there. I really did think he was there. He kept saying, "Hold on, hold on." Maybe he was getting updates because
Um,
he was hustling for coffee money and whatnot. And then he said, I gotta get to the airport. I got a play to go to in New York and get ready for court next week."
really?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a slap in Nesto's face. Nothing happening. His lawyer is about to take a leave for his case. Yeah, I'll
I,
put it up here because I keep forgetting the date. Um, May 5th, guys.
so he was saying that because I thought he was there because he said, "Oh yeah," he said the other blogger Cynthia and he said first he said Cynthia and Angelica were there. Then he came like somebody else. I think it was the person who was recording said she wasn't there. Like Cynthia was not there. So it just was it was a mess. And then I finally just went to the professional and just said, okay, let me get what happened. And she pulled up the transcript. I'm like, okay, finally, thank you, Jesus, because I was looking for like where's the professional at who can explain this to me because all these three people don't like each other,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's too much mess. But I'm still nosy. I'm still gonna go peek. And the clips I sent you from that lady's channel, I mean, I'm like, I shouldn't be shocked, but I'm like, where is the Christianity at?
That's what I was gonna tell you. Shock.
I mean,
Girl.
she said somebody was all on her clit. I said, oh, okay,
Hmm?
girl.
Girl, stop.
I sent you the clips.
I'm looking.
She said somebody who came in her
Oh,
chat.
these audios. Okay, okay.
You can see it.
Girl, yeah. And this from Angelica, y'all.
Oh my.
She
Ooh.
said she all on my clit. She all on my clit.
Mm, mm, mm.
And then she got out and did a. Y'all want to see the big back? Y'all want to see the big back? And she had on an inappropriate dress. I mean, if you're heavy set, I dress cute. I know, just dress for your size. The dress she had on was inappropriate. Um, I don't even dress like that, and I'm probably a third of her size. It's just
A,
inappropriate for
se-
court.
a sixth.
Who, me?
A sixth of her size, yeah.
I'm not a sixth. I'm a size two. I'm not a. She
That's
probably like
that's 1/6 of her size.
hush hush. I think she's probably. I mean, she probably like a 10 or something.
So she wait, hold him up, hold him up, hold him up. Because I didn't watch her whole live. She on there with no bra on and twerking, huh?
Girl, I saw. It took me all the Jesus Christ's power not to put in that bitch. Put a bra on.
Oh my
You would have
gosh.
been blocked.
I know, and I didn't want to get blocked. I need to still be nosy.
Oh my gosh.
They talking about Angelica, y'all. She's a 16. Georgia P say, she a 16.
I
Black is
just
slimming. Tony say black is slimming.
in
Black
some
is
Okay, who I
slimming.
got waiting?
Okay.
in some things it is slimming. You have to find the right cut. You have to find the right cut. You cannot like put spandex on, black spandex on, and think, oh yeah, I look like a size 5, and you really a size 22.
Well, y'all know a sixth is real small, so that's why I
Was
say
on my iPad,
one
Apple TV.
sixth of her size.
Real, you was multitasking.
Real, I was working all back and forth between channels. I'm like, I should have. Well, no, because it's probably gonna get taken down. Because I think she did take down her live recording. Because I went to go back, and when she stopped recording, I went to go back to look for it to see if I like look, kind of look back
No.
at it. It was gone. So
I bet
she
you she's probably sent the fucking link over there too.
she
And
probably did.
and then and then she wonder why people have things to say about her, and she pulled these type of shenanigans.
Right.
And then
I
she
agree.
want to cry wolf when somebody have something to say about it.
I agree with you.
And I know her chest probably hanging to the floor without no bra on. Let me quit. Let me quit.
Potato.
I mean, she down there 60, her chest on the floor, okay? Shit. And it's heavy. It's a heavy load. So that load is hitting the floor.
Okay, back to this though.
Can I say this? There's nothing wrong with 'cause gravity happens as you get older. There's nothing wrong with a little droop to your titty. I get it. It just
Hell,
is what it
mine's
is.
drooping, but I ain't all online showing them.
I mean, I just say like she had on something because I was looking closely because I'm like, where is her bride? Like it just with her the type of when she got out and she shook her ass, I was like, oh okay, where's her bride? She had on something, and it looked like one of them sports bras, like one like
Hmm.
a one that's not supposed to show lines, but it showed lines. Either way,
Now, did she wear that to court or did she just put that
yes,
online?
watched her all the way home, and
Oh
she
my
was,
gosh.
and then she,
Really?
yes, I did. I was.
I,
Okay,
I thought
okay.
she
Back
put it
to the
on.
case. Back
Yeah,
to the
I
case.
thought she put it on after she got back and came back and got on live. I had no idea
No,
she
okay,
wore
but
that
I'm
to
gonna get
court.
back to the case. I'm sorry, Lady
Yeah.
Bug.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm-mm,
sorry.
mm-mm.
I behave. I just think that
Mhm.
Judge Dunaway just make a decision on something. Can we get a decision on the motion?
Yes.
I just something. Cause I mean I don't get what these people don't understand. Like the interest is that it is true crime in nature. Is it messy in nature? Yes, it is. Are his jail phone calls being released to the public? Yes, they are. But so are other people's. He's not unique in that sense. It just happens to be happening in Fulton County.
And it's legal
Exactly.
to do so.
And you signed the Rule 22, sir. And Chick-fil-A, I can't let this comment come through.
What happened? Chick
She
Fil A did.
modding. I guess
I,
I
I
can't
was
Oh,
just
see
I was
it.
just letting Chick-fil-A know I
oh,
can't let her comment come through.
oh. Sorry. Um, but it's legal. It is very much legal, and I just don't understand. Like I get maybe this is whatever they're trying to do. This is not the important part of his case. His case is like he's struggling while he's in there. He's been locked up for going on 3 years, and they can hold you for 4 since they
Yes.
once they indict you. I mean, shit, like you want the man to die in there? And I'm not saying I feel guilty. I mean, not guilty, but I don't feel like have sympathy for him. But fair is fair. Like he really should. I mean, something should happen, or something should be happening. I just want something
It
to
is
happen on
happening.
his case.
And this is important because you know what happened after Erica's final plea, right? So this is important. Go ahead, Shan.
I believe the judge is being the judge because we first saw this in this attitude at Erica's final plea, like you just said. Like he told them, y'all go back to the drawing board. I ain't accepting this. Judges can do that. Now, I believe he already was probably agitated. He didn't want to be on camera, probably. And then we, anybody that pays attention to Fulton County, you should know by now. Their court officers The county
Messy as
sheriffs,
hell. Oh, I don't even
they
know what
just
you're
as
finna say.
messy as the bloggers. You girl,
True.
you took the words right out of my mouth. They just as messy as bloggers and the subscribers and us and all that. Cause yeah, I'm here for the mess today. Cause I loved it. I see more than everybody else say, and I was waiting to come up here because I was steady in there typing. And I was trying to eat too. So I'm like, let me wait till I come up because I got a mouthful. And my mouthful is I believe work did happen today. Y'all just ain't see it.
Yeah,
Right.
The
I
people
agree.
in
Yeah,
the
I agree with that.
courtroom, the people in
right.
the courtroom didn't see it either. Now, when he makes his motion or tells them his decision, he don't have to put that on the record. He don't have to. Now they could put it on there all at once right before the trial start if they don't come up with a plea. But it never has to make it because what I did was today I went back and looked at some other stuff from YSL. A lot of pages, motions, and responses never made it to the docket. So how do we not know that he didn't already tell them what he ruled? Because only thing they have to do is put it on the record, and court records aren't all public. So we don't know what's been put on the record and what rulings have or haven't been made. And I feel like because Sean is so busy and this judge is irritated because he want to get this mess over with, and I feel like that's where his attitude was today because he was straight clowning. But he was not clowning. Let me take that back. He was being judged. He was being a judge because I know a lot of judges that act like that. They get in a judge bag and they like I'm it. If you got a problem with it, like Glanville was starting to do. So to me, he's on the edge of Glanville and he's getting irritated with this and he ready to get this over with because remember he wanted it done by April. But I'll get back to the case at hand because what I feel like is I feel like a plea was thrown out there. The judge
Hmm.
bad, they didn't take it. And now he finna have to deal with the bloggers, the cameras, and this dumb case that he himself probably then
He's been
looked at
trying
and
to get rid
said,
of.
dude, just take a plea. Come on now. Take a plea, get away from me. That's what I feel like. And then I feel like that person is going to get either snatched out of court or the Rule 22 rescinded and something because you were in violation. And if you're going to go in court and this is what you're going to do, you need to know what you're doing when you're in there because judges do not like that you coming in my rule uninformed because again, ignorance does not go over well with them. Well, I didn't know. Well, you should have known. That's how judges feel about most everything. And that person was in violation. In my opinion, I watched her say her violation. I didn't hear the record. I didn't hear none of it. I watched her say the violation that she did because when she was saying it, I was like, "Oh my god, did you do that? That's what you did?" I was like, "Oh, you can't do that because you're violating other people's privacy and whatnot and rules of the court because you didn't ask for permission to put this out there." And you, I honestly, for me, I saw the Rule 22s that's been presented, both of them. And for me, they need to start looking at these Rule 22s for real before they issue them because in one of them, I believe it's a little falsehood going on, but that's my opinion. But he signed them. And I believe when he signed them, he didn't realize what he was signing. And it's like, I don't even understand. What she said was, I was recording. That person told on me. They came and told me I couldn't do it. I put the camera down. Audio was still on. I only knew that because she said it. I never
Well, she
watched
messed
nobody
up.
else. She said it. And at that moment, I knew shitteth had hitteth the fan. Okay? Because I know from watching these, I watch a lot of Fulton County cases because they all be interesting. And I know from YSL like Lady T Bug that Paige said you're only to be recording the case in this case, not anything else. I saw her say that twice. So I was like, hmm. And then when Pam did the transcript, I said, okay, now I understand what actually happened because she told that part, but didn't. But you know what? I'm not gonna say that because I can only watch people for so long. I'm up here all the time for hours, and this is just a testament to Lady T Bug and how she run her channel because I literally stopped watching that after she told that part of the story and she said something else and I left because I'm like, this is not interesting no more. She
Yeah, there
just
was nothing else to
told me
talk
she
about.
violated. I'm cool. You ain't got nothing else to say. You can't even tell me nothing that went on because you don't know nothing. So I just left. But for me, that was it right there. And Pam kind of, in
Did you?
my opinion, got swept up in it because what he's going to have to do, because listening to the transcript for me means he don't know who violated. His messy ass deputies then told him somebody violated. He just got to figure out who it was, and he did not understand what he was stepping into this pile of manure. That when he signed those Rule 22s, you just opened this courtroom up to mess. So he didn't realize that when he did it. And now he understands what the gag order about, but he still can't go back and say, well, nah, I get a gag order and all this other stuff people keep saying. That stuff ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because regardless of what the gag order is just, it's not it's not a detriment to this case, none of the stuff that's going on. And they still did business today. For those who feel like no business was done, it was done. We just don't know it. Mind your business is what he told us today. He was feeling like a little hooverish today and
The
told us to
public
mind
wants
our
to
damn
know.
business. Mind our damn business.
I mean, we'll know. It'll just be later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
No.
get
we'll
we'll get
know.
the documents just to show us they give them to us.
Right. We'll know once they put that next date in there and what it say next to it.
Right.
Like, but I believe a plea was, in my opinion, I believe a plea was offered because I don't see them coming into court and just what was released to the public was what happened. Because
Right.
that judge would still be ranting probably about now and going off on them if that's what it was. So I'm just thinking the judge. I'm not saying the judge didn't know what he was signing. I'm saying he didn't know what he was stepping into. That's what I'm saying. He knew
I
what he
can
was
see that.
signing.
I can see that.
He just doesn't know the vortex that was coming with it. He didn't know that.
Shan,
I
you hold up, Vicky. Shan, you saying he actually got a plea offered?
I
He
believe
may
he did.
have.
Yes, ma'am. I believe he did. Yes,
Hmm.
ma'am.
But that's why they went in the back. I mean,
Because
they
all pleas ain't nice pleas. His plea could have been 30 to 50 or something
Right.
ridiculous. Like,
But
because Thug them
what
got
I had been
ridiculous
saying,
pleas.
what I
Yeah.
had been saying all this time.
I still disagree.
I don't.
But he
Mm-mm.
offer that's just normal common practice. I'm gonna offer you what I want you to get, but that don't mean you're gonna accept it. I mean, Whoop wanted him to get 30 to 50. He didn't accept 30 to 50. I mean, we know he wasn't gonna accept 30 to 50. He might as well roll the dice for 30 to 50. And that's what I believe is 30 to 50 because that's kind of half of what the things add up to. And that's generally what they'll give you. They'll bust it down to sometimes half of what all your charges come up to because at the end of the day, it's a D sentence. He gonna get baptized at the end of the day with 30 to
Yep.
50. So he just offered him 30 to 50, not thinking that he was gonna take it anyway, because you might as well roll the dice because 30 to 50 is the same thing as getting all guilty on all charges for him because he already 60. That's 90 years old. He out of here, you know?
Well,
So
do y'all think that's why they were so happy though? Because remember last week, Silverback and Little Scooter swore something was gonna happen, and
I think they
they,
was gaslighting. I think they were just
that's
saying
yeah,
it
the
it's
out there.
gaslighting.
I don't think there's nothing behind that.
I think they thought that the prosecutor may come with something correct, and no, I mean I don't. I think Will Wooten has been ready for damn near a year now. Oh, I got gray hair. That for damn near a year now, and I think he would actually like a trial to be able to put him
and
on
Yeah,
Front
I agree,
Street.
Vicky. I
I
agree, Vicky,
agree.
that
I
they
agree with
knew
you.
they knew
You-
a deal was coming because they were told. And see, this is why they were happy. And I
Right.
was itching to say this too. They were
Hmm.
happy because they knew a deal was coming. They just didn't know what it was.
Right.
So today, when they said it,
Okay.
and he was like, mm-mm, like no, because even though nobody in the courtroom saw Nasty, whatever they did in the back, Nasty was a part of it, whether
He
it
was
That's
be
what
by
I
there.
was gonna
video
ask.
or
Do y'all
however.
think Nasty was there? Because looking at the text message, he was planning on being there. So I'm
He was there.
thinking he
Do
was
they
Because it
there.
do
could have
they
been
take
by
you to that,
video
Shan?
or
Do they take
huh?
you do when they make a plea in the back rooms like that? They take the defendant back there with
I don't
the
They
know that
can,
lawyers
they
and stuff.
can, or they can put you on video. But I
they
Oh,
believe
can.
they
okay,
put him on
got you.
video
Okay.
I
from
see.
wherever he was,
I
in
would
my
think
opinion.
that since if he was texting yesterday, I mean, I think they would have done. they may have done video today, but I would want to be there. But either way, he's probably in the back holding. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's in the back room with all the attorneys because they're like in either in chambers or they're at that conference table or conference room. But he's in holding. I mean, if it's if I will go with what my attorney tells me. Like, it seems like his attorney is guiding him in the right direction, even though it's not. I don't know, but he's in
Stop
holding.
making those start that today.
I mean, he's in the back. If y'all, well, nobody in here has probably nobody up here else has been in jail besides me, but they
I've
put you
been in
in that.
jail. Like,
Oh, oh, yeah,
What,
right, Shan.
what was that said they went to jail?
Shane, that was
Shan,
Shane.
Shan, you been in the back? You been in the
I've
back?
been in the
Went
back.
there?
She's
Yeah.
worked
The
in the
back, the
back.
back. Well, I'm talking about in the handcuffs.
As a teenager, yes, ma'am, I
Okay,
did.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
was say back
so
when she was a teenager, she probably was bad.
so like in that back room, like where when you're behind the courtroom, when you're behind the courthouse, like when they take
Sorry,
you,
y'all. We can't focus.
like when they take you to go eat lunch, and you got it because
No, they
the
didn't take us nowhere. They gave us a bag and they threw it at us.
well, that's what they like here. They take you, they put you in there so you can eat your
You was in
lunch.
juvie.
Oh, this ain't juvie, baby. This is big girl prison. I mean, big girl jail. Like they take you in the
No,
back.
we was in the back in Detroit and they threw a bag at us. They didn't give us they didn't take us nowhere. We was right there until I got lucky that my friend's dad was a cop and he said, "Get y'all ass under there."
Mm-hmm.
No,
Come
mine
on.
was that you're in the bathroom. You're in that big giant cell by yourself, or you may be with other folks sitting there waiting, and then you get your bag of lunch, or might get lucky and get a good tray, and you sit there with the toilet sitting looking right at you. You might have some toilet paper, you might not. Just
Mm.
don't have to go to the bathroom. But that's why he didn't like. I mean, I think he likes getting just get taking the transport, but I don't think he likes going to sit in that cell all
Is
day.
that the holding
Cause
tank people?
it's cleaner at the court than it is at the. I don't know
Right.
about there, but I'm assuming because here, our inmate, cause y'all know I work the levels from prison. They didn't like to leave prison and go back to the county to court. They used to be like, "Can we go to court from here?" And I know a lot of them probably love the fact that they can go to court from if you go into some of the counties, the more urban counties that got a lot of people in jail that's not is not very clean. And prison is nice and pristine because we got the prisoners waxing and mopping the floors at least once, twice a week. You know what I'm saying? So jail here, a lot of the jails, unless you're in one of the richer neighborhoods, is like he in Cobb. So his jail is probably a little bit nicer than what we consider when these people, like most of the jails and prisons that I worked in, they were going to urban area jails. So they'd be like, "I hate going to that nasty, it stank," and
Yeah.
all this stuff. So they'd be like, "I don't even want to go to court." Like,
I mean,
you know,
they'll have a trust. They may have like a trustee come in and like clean it up. Like, maybe I don't know how whatever the schedule is, once every couple of hours, or maybe once a day. But that's that back holding cell.
Mm-hmm.
When we hear him talk about they just kept you in there all day. That's whoever put it in there. They give you like a bologna sandwich and an oatmeal pie, or you might get a cookie. You ain't getting no fruit. If you're lucky, you might get an orange. You might
Well,
get an apple.
he wants some
Chick
fruit. That's what he said he gonna get when he get out.
some oranges and some apples. But Chick-fil-A say it's a frozen bologna sandwich.
Well, look, he need to go to prison to get his oranges, apple, and plum. He need to go to
Yes,
prison to
indeed.
get that because that's where they have that at.
So what's with these text messages, Lady T?
Oh, how y'all know how long
Oh
the recording
yes.
lasted?
What was that?
How long Jay Blake wanted to know how long the recording
It was
lasted.
about 30 to, I would say 30, at the most 30 to 35 minutes.
Oh dang, what was she recording?
She was recording everybody's. She started a little bit late, so it was supposed to be like at 6:30. Well, 6:30 here, so 9:30 there.
9:30. Mm-hmm.
So it was like at 9:37. So I immediately went there, and I'm like, okay, I watched what Shannon is saying. She was told something, and she adjusted herself, and it was the whole time it was pointed towards her, So it was like 37 minutes, but she's recording the entire proceedings. They were just calling the names real quick, making, doing the roll call like they do, you
Mm-hmm.
know, Matthews, blah blah blah, or you got to, your attorney's not here yet. Here that she was here, like hearing all that, and
All
then
those other people?
yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
Oh,
so
yes.
before his case was called,
oh
that's a
my
problem.
God. No wonder. I'm now shit, I'm gasping. Okay, you can't do that.
And see, she didn't say that. She made it seem like she got caught again once she put it down and turned it off, or when she was verbally saying it. Because I only saw her verbally
No,
say it.
No, you can't do
no.
that. You
She
can't violate
so,
everybody else's privacy now. You can't do that.
somebody she came in and said she was adjusting. Somebody came and said something. I thought it was the bailiff, but I just, like I said, I'm gonna keep watching because I just want to see. And she adjusted it to where it was more directed, like catty corner towards her. So you didn't. I mean, you saw people looking over her shoulder at her. So it couldn't. It may not have been Angelica. It could have been other
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
in there, like, because people were looking over her. There was a woman that initially was looking over her shoulder and like staring directly at the camera.
Mm.
It's weird the way she does that because, like somebody said, I saw the last time she was recording herself. You couldn't hear the audio. And so I was kind of like, okay, well, what was the point? Because you can't hear anything that's going on in court. And that's not to be critical, but it's like your setup does not work for this. Like, even if you were, if you had permission to record audio, it's the worst audio that you could ever
Baby, you heard everything.
published to YouTube. It's not helpful. So I feel like last time everybody was waiting on Pam. Because even with Dennis, nobody could hear his stuff either.
Girl,
She,
girl.
she was
Why didn't this always be over there where that blowing thing or sound is or something? It's like, what the?
so the okay. When I this time you could hear everybody's court cases. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm
Okay,
just
that's a
Okay.
saying. Like
problem.
you heard everybody's stuff. Well, I
And
guess what
that's
she
not fair because you're not supposed to
Mm-mm.
hear all their
Right.
court cases if you're not in attendance.
and
And you don't have rule 22,
Yeah, she didn't
22,
have
22
permission
for
to record
everybody, do
that.
you?
Right.
She would
No.
have to.
Yeah,
That's why
I'm
it's
talking
not
about
fair.
2022. Yeah, you don't have a rule 22 for everybody. So that, yeah. No wonder he got mad. I could understand that now.
Yeah, somebody told on her because I was laughing because I thought, like, I promise you, if it ever comes out, I would bet money that the deputies broke their necks getting back there to their judge to let their judge know this is going on, because that's who you work with, them your people. You
right.
there with him every day. You
Mm.
know he about to be on the ziggity boom. And honestly, judges being on the ziggity boom is very entertaining where you in this boring ass courtroom for 8, 10 hours a day, however long they gonna keep you today. So it's kind of, it was funny to me because I knew kind of what was going on, and I was like, that just makes no sense. It's like, while everybody was talking about old girl Angelica, I'm thinking deputies, deputies, deputies. Yeah, she
They
may have alerted the deputies, but who took it up the ladder and threw it down the chimney and lit it on fire was the deputies. I promise you. I
I'm
promise
sure it
you.
was. I'm
But
sure.
be honest with you, like I said, had left and came back and set it up again, if I'm not mistaken. And because again, this was early in the morning, so um, there was another guy who was looking directly at her, sitting behind
So
her.
she
But,
did it a second time, Vicky?
she, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
because I think she left and came back. And if I'm Chick-fil-A gal must have been there too, because if I'm remembering correctly, she set it right back up. Because I think when he said everybody's going, we're going to the back. And I think she may have come back in. No, okay, no, I'm thinking of something else. So yeah, she set it up. She set it up again to where it was, at first it was a woman that was directly behind her, then it was a man that was directly behind her.
Ooh.
Because they were looking at. That's what I'm
Why
thinking. I'm
wouldn't she
like,
sit at the very back of the gallery though? That
because I
doesn't
think
make
she
any
wanted the
sense.
audio to like be like clearer. That would be me. But I think, but
So then
I
turn the camera off.
what
Right. Turn
that's
the
what I'm
camera off and just turn up the volume and put it in your purse.
Well, that's what I mean, but you
Not
shouldn't do
the
that
first.
either. No, but you shouldn't do that either. Cause like I remember like going to court and they were like no, all cell phones off, all cell phones
Well,
off.
no,
Like
that's
they,
that's that's not what I'm saying. So if so if she has permission to record the audio, but to like maintain the privacy, I'm talking about for Nesto's case. I'm not talking about for everything else. But
Hmm.
to not be recording the people in the gallery, turn the video off so
oh
that the
yeah,
camera is not all in your face, recording the people behind you and
Oh,
next to
okay. I
you.
see what you're
You're
saying.
just capturing the audio that you have permission to capture.
yeah. She did. She adjusted it. I saw people like looking directly at her camera, and I'm just like, cause I thought about it. And what she
Mm.
said, I think, and like somebody did come over, and she said she shook her head, and she's like, "Oh, he must have told her like cameras off or something, or I don't know. He must have told her something,
Hmm.
cause she fidgeted with it, and then it went somewhere else. But so yeah, I don't know all about this. I'm just saying, I
Mhm.
saw what I saw. She was
And not
recording.
only, and that's why I reference the YSL because that's where I'm getting my information from as far as the etiquettes and what to do's and the don't do because Paige read through it and gave Angelica the handbook. So that's why I reference, that,
Well, what Paige was reading to Angelica were
mhm.
journalism ethics. So that's a little bit different from a
That
Rule
is true. That
22.
is true.
And she
Grown
gave
ass.
her
But
the
it's the same, Latita, because of the rule. If you because I looked it up when they first started saying it, because we don't do Rule 22s here. We our process is different. I ain't gonna go over it because it just really depends on the judge to the process and the chief judge in your building. But the Rule 22 is pretty much giving you ethics outlines, and because it's a journalism rule about recording and documenting and taking pictures. So see what courts expect people to do is if you're filing something, you're supposed to know what you're filing and the rules of what you're filing. You're actually filing a rule to not know the rules. That's why she gave her, because technically I was listening to what y'all was saying earlier, and I was thinking in my mind, like, I'm on the fence because some judges can take it the wrong way and actually say the Rule 22s are for reputable journalists and kick everybody out. But I think Pam has a chance of staying because of her credentials. However, I think that may be it. And he could even get rid of that because her credentials don't necessarily speak for journalism.
well,
But there
here's
was
the
a
thing.
TV
Let
station
me
on
let
their
me
way as
yeah.
well.
As a former journalist, let me push back on that a little bit. So you don't have to have a license to be a journalist. There are citizen journalists. Anyone can claim to be part of
I
media,
didn't say that. I
right?
said reputable.
Okay, I hear your
Reputable.
point. I hear your
Like
Yeah.
point.
CNN,
I
Yeah.
I'm just
Like
Well,
that
throwing that
TV
out there.
well,
station. They got a TV station listed too. I think it's
even then,
WSB.
however, even then, you might not be reputable. Fox News is not a reputable
Okay,
news outlet if we're
And they
going
got
by
might
the
not be let
definition of
in.
reputable.
It might not be let in.
Right.
And see,
Well
that's what I'm
known,
damn
saying,
it.
yes.
Latita. I'm only saying this because judges run their courtrooms. Like I
Right.
heard earlier, somebody was saying, "Well, we'll go and you're violating my First Amendment." No, I'm not. This is my courtroom. I don't have to let you in here with the camera. I don't have to let you put a camera in my
True.
face, in the defendant's face. I don't have to let you. Now, if there's a some kind of public whatever and you go fight it, by the time you're done fighting it, this will be over.
Right.
So the judge really, like, remember, I don't know, Latifah, if you watch YSL, but that's kind of was Glanville's thing. That's why they had to get rid of him, because none of the issues that he was wrongly ruling on were going to be answered until the appellate stage, and these guys could have been in prison at that point because he was just off the chain.
Right,
So they had to address him emergent, and that
Sure.
ex parte is what allowed them to, because just him ruling didn't allow them to circumvent the system. And this is what I get a pushback on all the time, is that nothing in that courthouse moved as expeditiously as you would like it. I just followed a court case from C19. The shutdown until just now, it just ended, and it was an unaliving case, and it just ended. So it's like things don't move at what we think is a great pace because we're used to watching. Well, I say we because I'm part of the public now. We're used to watching CSI and Law and Order when in a half hour they done got DNA, they done got a case done, they in court, they done found out who did it, all in an hour. No, I've seen cases take this long. This actually is not long. The only big issue that's different in this is he's still locked up and it wasn't an unaliving case. But if you look at how many charges he has, and it is not a victimless crime like they keep trying to yell, it is kind of on the level with the unaliving case. And he's not, to me, this ain't a long time for him to be in there. He it'll be a long time at the end, maybe, but right now, 3 years later, ain't long. Cause I've seen people do longer for cases and they had bonds, they just couldn't afford them like him. He got a
Yeah,
bond.
I
He
think
just can't afford it.
if he could get one for that grape and then the CP, he still won't got no money. And where the
Right.
hell he going? He ain't got no address.
But here's the thing: as soon as he got out of Fulton/Cobb, Henry County will be coming for him, so he's not going anywhere.
Henry County is dismissed though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was a
Okay.
misdemeanor. Misdemeanors, we had this I think it was up here, Leticia. We had this conversation because Bank came up that day. Misdemeanors warrants for small things like that, they not gonna stay in effect forever. Cause that was the
I
check
think it's
writing.
2 years,
Yeah, that was the
Shan.
check.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it because I don't remember what theirs is, but I think ours is 2 years too. But
Okay.
Yeah,
for
Georgia,
certain
period.
cases, yeah, for
I'm
certain
sorry.
cases, their warrants just dismiss after they dismiss them at that point because it's not good. It's not something that they want to keep on their books forever. And to me it seemed like it was adjudicated already, which means he went through the court process. He just probably didn't pay some money or do something, and then they just said forget it. They let it go after so long because you know this is like it's like okay, you ain't gonna pay this $250 or whatever it is because for it to be a misdemeanor, it was not a lot of money.
I mean, allegedly he didn't do anything. It was Dion. Let
Yeah,
him
Dion
tell
took
it.
that
That's
check
Dion
down
check.
there.
That's
Vicky, did
Dion
you get
warrant.
my message?
Yes, I did. I had to think about that. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I've been sending more requests to Court TV too, Lady T Bug. I done sent them several more. I think they're not
We may have
interested
to drop the
until
link again so we can have a backup plan. Everybody, what we're talking about last year, oh, child, it may be over a year at
let me
this
see if
point,
I can
Shan,
find
It
it.
is.
that we
It
dropped the
is.
link over here. I reached out to some other content creators. I didn't see where they asked, their subscribers or members to partake, but you could send a request to Court TV for trials you want them to cover. So just so we can have some insurance or a backup plan, I can drop the link again. Maybe I'll put it on my
I'm finna
community
put it in the
too.
back chat. So because it won't link up if I just do it
And maybe if
myself.
we
So I'm
get a
finna put it
lot
in the
of
back chat.
requests, we can all watch it, without having to go through all this drama.
I wish they
Um,
didn't have
Can
commercials, man. That's the only thing
I
about Court
know?
TV. They cut up the
yeah,
coverage.
yeah, that's true.
Can you post it on your community
But
blog
Court
too?
I
TV has a
can.
YouTube page. Most of their cases, even if they cut it up, if you're watching it on TV, they put it on their YouTube page in a playlist. Girl, I'll be watching Court TV all day. Like something I fell asleep listening to Court TV. I'm
Yeah,
surprised I
work.
don't have nightmares.
Court TV comes on sometimes because I send my algorithm. It comes on sometimes when I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up with it on,
Boy, look like
and
it
it's
work.
a whole new case. And I'm like, who is this and why? Like, because I follow Daryl Brooks. Like that one is that
Hmm.
there's an update on that one. That came up like just random things, and don't for that's not for. There's so many cases, but
Yeah, and all you gotta know is his name, Ernest Williams, and then you put in they ask you details of it, say Shirley Strawberry, ex-husband or strange
Steve Harvey,
husband.
baby, we got to use
You
everybody.
you got
gotta
to
Big
use.
use the
Big Boom.
keywords. Steve
Steve
Harvey
Harvey is a
Morning Show
witness.
host, Steve Harvey on the witness list, Shirley Strawberry on the witness list. He's embezzled over, he's converted over $1 million, all of that. Cause he have, even though they say I ain't see how many he did. Cause
I
just
ain't getting
on
no
the G wagon
$1 million.
alone, you see it. Yeah.
I ain't getting no $1 million. Where they say I get that at?
Yeah, you traded it in.
Daddy, shit, you ain't give me I want some money, Daddy.
I can't stand Vicky Star.
Yeah, man, motherfucker out here get $1 million. They ain't getting shit no money with me, Daddy.
Oh my God. I have to do it from my phone. Shit. Okay. That's the link. Okay, what else did we miss? I don't have
I feel
I
bad
gotta
for
check and
Pam
see if
having
I
to.
can get the transcript. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying I feel bad for Pam flying out there because she like, cause I mean that's a waste of a plane trip to fly out
I, right.
fly out there, and ain't nothing like that you can nothing that you can really say happened or report to your audience happened, and I don't like that they are trying to keep the public away from this. Like, dude, he he's connected to public figures. It is what it is. There's public interest in this. He has a plethora of alleged victims that are involved in this RICO. Why are you trying to hide
And we're
this?
going to talk about it
Exactly.
anyway. We're gonna talk about it anyway. Even
I
if
Just
know I
even
am.
look, even if I have to set a little bit aside and order the official court transcripts when this goes to trial, we gonna get them. We're going to talk about it. So let it go.
just like Jim
But
Bob
they
down the
so
street,
damn
he
expensive. I tried to order. I'm like, oh no, I'm not paying no $700.
I
for
know.
the transcripts. If that's for the
Yeah.
transcripts, oh, you
Yeah.
might have. I mean, one of these days we might have to do a collection because I'll put in on it. I'll do 100 at one point in time, but I said everybody, I ain't doing no damn $700. I'll just wait. I'm just
Dang, they cost
And not for
$700.
one hearing. So that was, I think,
That
there
one
was
where
one
your
for
girl
a
read over
hearing.
there.
Yeah, that was
That one was
$600.
high. That one was
Yeah.
high.
But listen here, y'all. She back live again.
Uh-oh.
Talking. So
girl.
she back clickbaiting.
If you talking about that lady, we sticking to the
Oh,
case.
I am. But let me just say this one thing. She said that contempt of court. Yo, they're just lying.
Who was in contempt of court?
That girl.
That girl.
Oh, that's not what happened, but okay.
She gonna get her ass whipped
That's
over that
contempt of
line.
court, y'all. That is contempt of court.
the
But the judge
judge,
haven't said it yet.
Yeah,
he
he
said
didn't
we
say
have to
that.
find a
The
remedy for
transcript
this.
did say it.
It didn't.
And I
He
get the
He said
transcript.
he said what he said he has to determine what was the I'm trying to say it
he said a
verbatim, but he did.
remedy.
No, he mentioned contempt, y'all. He did mention
He
contempt. He
mentioned it, but he
did.
As
didn't
a
say he was
remedy,
gonna
but
hold
she's
them in
not there
contempt.
now. That's what
She's
they're
not
saying.
in it, but he didn't put her in it. But I believe, in my opinion, she was in it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he put her in contempt. I'm saying he's going to look to see if she was in contempt, but I believe she was in contempt, in my opinion.
Oh,
That's all I was saying.
So here's what he said. He says, so we'll take these matters up at another time, but I believe you all have violated the rule and we'll set a hearing to see if you violated the rule and what the appropriate remedy is.
Another time, he said it. He said something else like that. That was two instances where he spoke about what you just said. Look for the other where he actually mentioned the word contempt, or the person who read it mentioned the word contempt.
Okay, so
I
here's what he
type
said. Here's what he said. He said, okay. So the first time he brings up a proper remedy, he says, and I need to find out what the proper remedy is for you doing this without a proper order. Female videographer 1. Well, it's checked off on the form. The court. No. We might need to have a show cause hearing as to why you all should not be held in contempt.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well,
exactly. That's
not
what I'm
be
saying.
held. So,
Why
okay.
you shouldn't be held in contempt, which leads
Okay.
me to believe he's trying to hold someone in contempt.
Sure, but he did not say
which-
that they were being held in contempt.
and
But
that's what my
Angelica say they
opinion.
He's
are
going
in
wrong.
contempt.
But see,
Angelica
that's
say they
her.
are in contempt.
In my opinion, they aren't, but that girl is, in my opinion, because of the thing that we just said. Which, when
Yeah,
you're wrong in
that's what
court,
she's
and
talking about. That's what she's
that
talking about. She's saying she is in contempt and she's gonna be getting in, she'll probably be she said she'll probably be getting in trouble. Probably.
she don't know what's gonna happen. He could just say you lose your Rule 22. He could just say you banished to the media room like she was. He could say anything. Just because she held in contempt. Because I also learned the difference between civil and criminal contempt, messing with YSL, and she could be held in civil contempt, which is basically him saying blase, splee, whatever, and what happened to Silverback, Angelica.
Right. He could do that, but until he says she's being held in contempt, she's not.
Yeah.
And that's why I
In
said it's my
everything.
opinion. That's why I said
Yeah.
it's my opinion. Because if we all agree that she violated the Rule 22, that's contempt. So that's why my opinion is she was in contempt. Now, whether he holds her in contempt, that's a whole different thing. Like, oh, girl over there with the clickbait as usual. But I think this, like I said a few minutes ago, is detrimental to cases moving forward, because now they're gonna say you all aren't professional. You shouldn't be in here. I'm not saying they gonna say it, but I'm saying there could be a chance that, because certain judges don't like cameras in the courtroom, period. And if it turns into something like that, then it's detrimental to what I like watching going forward. Because
It could be.
I love
Yes.
watching those court, because Fulton County has the most entertaining court cases out of all of Georgia. Because the rest of Georgia seems like they're just boom, 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 we out of here. Because I watched a 4-day case in somewhere in east in southern Georgia not too long ago, and I'm like, dang, 4 days. I thought we was finna buckle up. Nope, 4 days, boom, 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 it was over. And I'm like, I keep getting these 2-week cases, 4 days, and I'm like, man, we in Fulton for months and years. So I'm like, it's very entertaining to keep me, us retired folks, something to do.
Okay, back to Nesto. Those ladies are in the war with each other, and you will never know what's next. Yeah, I think all state courtrooms, okay, should be televised to maintain transparency and
Me too,
credibility within
Lion
the
Ma.
system. I would love that too. Not so he did not find anyone in contempt. Yeah, they just got to come up with, sounds like a reason not to be held in contempt. Latita, would you agree? Everybody possibly being held in contempt. I mean, never mind, scratch that. But that lady said, I'm done with that lady for the day.
Right.
Tony, we
Yeah.
always being messy. What are you talking about?
Right. And we have to discuss all parts. We can't be like Angelica. Yeah. She wants
Yeah,
somebody to
she the
be
one
down
that
bad
told us
like her.
about contempt in court.
Well, Georgia allows cameras when approved by the judge. And then the judge can stop at any time, like he did with YSL. Kayla had a Rule 22, and Paige told her to use Angelica's. You
Yep,
can't do
did.
it. So that's why I hate to keep going back to YSL, but I watched that the most, and I can compare that to what's going on here.
And I mean,
Girl, because
And
they
in a
gave
lot of court,
everybody.
yeah, a lot
and
of
they
courts will
filed
do
a
a
gag
pool
order
camera.
in
Oh, sorry.
YSL to get out of media as well. So this is pretty common. I'm sorry. The gag order is pretty common, regardless if you feel it's fair or not. He wants
Latita,
to hold an entire hearing on contempt, but hasn't made a decision in 6 months. Dead poor. Okay, sorry,
What
who
you
I
say,
cut off?
Shan?
Latita was talking. That was
Okay.
Latita.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you, Lady T. What I was
Oh,
gonna
that's
say,
fine.
in some cases, the court will, have like a pool camera. And so like that's
Mm-hmm.
one camera feed that all the media outlets pull from. Now it's
Mhm.
expensive,
Mhm.
But it might be like $2,000 to get access to that pool camera, but you are kind of like stuck looking at whatever that camera team is broadcasting. But that too is, often a possibility. So it really just depends on the court.
They all was filming at one time, and she made that
Mhm.
decision. Then
Yeah,
it's
because it was
But
getting
that,
too crowded back there. It was
Angelica,
getting too crowded back there.
but
Court
that's what I'm
TV.
saying. She should have ordered a pool camera because they knew how popular that case was going to be. Like one camera, everybody gets access to that feed and get out of my courtroom.
Well,
That's what it should have
Glanville
been.
was there at first, but
That's
they
true.
all had the ability to. My point is, they all had signed, approved Rule 22s, and it was snatched
Mm-hmm.
by the judge. So it doesn't, just because he signed it doesn't mean it's the gospel. Like, he could end it as
Right.
well. I don't want
And
him to now. I don't want him to.
and I was about to say, I think business is being handled. It's just we don't see everything. And plus, I know for sure that things have been done that Sean didn't want us to see that we didn't see.
Right.
I know that for sure. Lady T Bug do too. So because she said it. You said it in one of your things a few months ago that, you was trying to get a document and they X'd you out. So I do believe that they will allow him to keep some things off record. And who's to say that when they talked earlier, he did not say, can we keep today under wraps until we have to document it or put it on the record or however we're going to do it, however they do it there. But things like that happen all the time.
I agree with you, Bank. I agree with you on that one.
I'm
Like,
just
we
tired of
need
the whole
one.
shit show. I am. I'm tired.
We need one good player, Bank. We need one good player.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
the
people just act
problem.
right. Good God Almighty. We just we ain't gonna be able to know nothing if he shut it all down. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get nothing.
Right, AJ.
We're not gonna have any footage, and all we're gonna have is the transcripts.
But I
Hold on,
mean,
y'all. I got a
to
text. Go ahead.
I was gonna say to CJ's point, he wants it front and center, but not in the right way. He wants his day in the court of public opinion when he should be worried about, the court and a jury of his peers. He's doing it the wrong way. Don't worry about us.
Right. And L said that ain't gonna be good because I want to see Buckwheat face when they put that evidence in his face.
Baby, he gonna melt in the damn floor
Right.
like
I
the
want to
damn
see.
wicked witch.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
want to
wicked
be there in
witch.
person, not in person, but I want to see it on camera so we can see the different expressions. He probably gonna have a stone face anyway, though, like he always do, because he'll never say nothing anyway. Probably have his head down, his face covered up, probably put a mask on so we can't see nothing.
He gonna be like, YouTube street, you little pretties. He gonna be melting to the floor.
I just want to hear the evidence. I need to know who the girls are. I want to know about all this stuff.
That's what I want to know.
redacted
Now I
in the
want to know who
277
old girl
pages.
is, who call a girl
Exactly.
from California. I want to hear
That
all
ain't
of
gonna
that.
be on there because they not a part of the case.
Right.
Bonnetel got him worried about so much. That's the thing, Jay Blake. And when they be talking to him, I get they don't want us to know what the hell they talking about, but they talking in circles and they talking to, as Shan say, somebody that dropped out in middle school, and it seems like he don't understand like how much information is out here. The documentaries that he keeps saying we're making about him, it's like he's downplaying it. And like I've already said I feel like he was focused on the wrong thing from the beginning too.
Hey,
Because you over
Houston
there worried
Foodie.
about a woman. I'm sorry, you over there worried about a woman instead of your case.
Yeah. But he also thought he was getting out so fast. So that's why he was worried about that woman. He swore up and down he was always getting out tomorrow.
And he probably still swearing that in his mind.
Y'all say he was getting out. Not y'all, but I'm just saying in general. Y'all say he was getting out today.
Exactly.
Who was y'all? I ain't never thought he was
Nah.
getting out today.
just said not y'all on the
Not
panel.
y'all,
I'm
but
just saying
y'all.
y'all, whoever they said he was getting out today.
Mm, I don't think
Gotta
he
wear
getting
a
out.
C-19 mask.
Yeah, he gonna have a damn C-19 mask on his face so we can't see no face expressions. Cause you know, Bonnie, little Scooter gonna tell him to do everything to take all precautions and all measures just so she could just try to stick it to us. Cause she know we want to see everything, and she knows that. She know we knows it. She know we
She
want to see
told
this
him
stuff.
to not look defeated. Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, she's nosy too. She's watching our content and taking notes, not ours, y'all's. I ain't
Now
making
that
no
now
damn
this the part they
content.
give me though, guys.
She watching y'all in the chat as well and on the panel.
Right. Her and Dre, all of them, they all watching these chats. They all talk about the YouTube streets. But it's okay if they do it because you're still on Silverback Channel every week, every Friday. You over there talking.
Can I say
Not
But
this?
let
you,
us
Jay
say
Blake.
one little thing. Let us call you little Scooter one time,
Can
Cynthia,
you
or
hear me?
whatever, or Boneytail, or whatever we say.
Can
Then
y'all
you
hear me?
offended. But you still want
Yes.
to be in the
Oh,
Yes.
midst,
I'm sorry.
and
Okay, I apologize because
you still want
sometimes
to be
StreamYard will
relevant.
cut.
Hold
I
on,
can.
Vicky.
Well,
Wait a minute, Vic.
Can you hear?
Why?
No,
she
no,
must.
I'm not saying because she was asking, can we hear her? I was trying to see because
Oh,
she did right in. I said what I said. Go ahead and finish up. I said what I said.
well, I'm just saying,
No, I
hey,
wait. Is she talking? I thought.
I
Let
Yes,
me.
that's
was.
Let
why I
me.
was asking if you could hear her.
No, I can't. That's let me drop off and come back.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm
But
sorry.
all I was saying was she's all she want to be relevant in her own way. But anytime anybody say anything about her, or if we try to um do commentary on her or what have you, then she all hot under the collar. So which one is it? Do you want us to talk about you or do you not want us to talk about you? And she got to pick her battle. She got either you're gonna be in or you're gonna be out, and you got to get some thick skin if you're gonna be in, because not only just YouTube is social media is brutal, and you knew social media was brutal when you came on the scene, because you could have just stayed hidden and not said nothing. You could have been like cotton candy and just just let it all roll off your back and watch it from afar and not say a word. But you still on this lady's channel every week talking about the case, and then when somebody says something about you, then you want to get upset about it and you
I
want to try to
agree.
shut us down. And like I said, they want to be in it in their own way. Even Buckwheat told her to quit worrying about us. We don't
Right.
need nothing. We all fat, living in a one bedroom apartment with a half a bathroom. He already said
Right.
all of that,
And
and
did.
she more concerned about us than he is. That's all I got to say.
I'm not cutting anybody off, am I?
Now go ahead.
No.
Okay. I apologize. Sometimes StreamYard will cut off the audio of somebody. This app will cut off the audio of somebody, so I know somebody's talking because Lady T Bug will be responding to it. That's why I was asking. I heard Latita and I heard Lady T Bug. I did not hear you. I said what I said. I'm sorry. I truly apologize.
That's okay, Vicky. I ain't
Um,
pressing about that.
she does have to get. If you were talking about that lady, she does have to get thicker skin. But
Yeah.
with Ernest and his case, though, he's the one that's jacked up his case, not us, because he was the one on here talking, talking, talking. His attorneys told him back in December, "Do you want to represent yourself?" Or at least his investigator asked him, "Would you like to represent yourself? Because the way that you're conducting the behavior that you're displaying on these phone calls, and the fact that you won't shut the hell up with this woman, you act like you want to represent yourself." And he should have got scared then. Don't shut up now. Don't shut us out now. Now that Shirley's gone, the money's gone. I mean, it's officially gone, gone. Like there's no coming back. There's no coming back to this arena of you having access to people of public notoriety and all that. All of that's gone. So you're down to a public defender, and you still have a personal advocate, now two double advocates who are fucking lunatics, who are not doing anything to help, but they're harming you. And she's going on there saying all these things about your defense. We're the least of his worries. I mean, because we dissect what he's saying on the phone calls and we pick out evidence, we're picking out pieces of things that he's saying. We're matching.
Don't listen. Don't
Hmm?
listen. Don't listen.
Well, his attorney got to listen. His attorney absolutely has
I'm
to. I mean,
talking
he's
to us.
right. Don't. I mean, well, still same thing. His attorney has to listen because I mean, what has my client done today? What this is probably his worst. I mean, maybe not his worst client because he's about to go. He's got he got a real RICO crimes of bodily harm and unaliving of people, and he's messing around with this white collar crime dude who just won't shut up. And he like y'all said, he's slow. He has he has a 2-year old education. I
Oh
mean, even
God.
a 2-year old can put the block in the block space and put the circle in the circle space and the oval in the oval space.
Lord
Not
have mercy.
Nesto. Nesto thinks blue is purple and red is green. I mean, it just
Mm-mm.
we're the least of his worries. And to be like, man, I understand what the judge was saying today. Old girl messed up, and it kind of made the block hot. I get it. But he did sign off on it, and I recognize you may sign off on things that you're not really paying close attention to, but it is what it is. I mean, like Shan said, it's his courtroom. He can do as he pleases until put told instructed as otherwise. But we're the least of his worries when it comes to all this. He's done the most damage,
Hey
and
Cornell.
he can shut up all he want. I want to know if he's gonna call her. He was fasting from the
I
calls.
checked up. I checked up until 3 o'clock,
Okay, well
and
he probably
she
still ain't.
did. She did send him a message.
Oh,
What
I'm
time
sorry.
I
Go ahead.
told y'all it was at 13:37, saying I love you. Call me today, but baby, I will as of 3. What time I told y'all? A little after 3.
304.
1504. Yeah.
He had not replied to her. Okay. But in regards to the portion about him telling her to leave, things alone, right here. I'm waiting on my cursor to pop up on here. I know it'd be a little delay. I hear you on the campaign trail for freedom with prayer warriors. Okay. So do you believe in miracles? The energy say freedom is coming. That's the word that came to me today. And that was yesterday. Okay. I can't do nothing but smile. That's all the hope I got. Smiley face. So he knows she's still out here on the freedom campaign with Angelica. He say he hear it. Okay.
So the only person who could have updated him was his legal team, if he's not making any phone calls, because William Pryor probably done got released, so because he's not using his pen, so oh crap, so I mean, he doesn't. I don't know what part that he doesn't get that this ain't good. This is not good. She's on the campaign trail, but then she's out here also incriminating you.
But it's all he has. That's all he
He don't
got.
want to. That is all he got. That's all.
Shit, bitch, I'll do my bid alone. Like,
And wait till he get out of jail though, when he
He
really,
he doing what he normally do.
if he really do get out of jail, if he get out of jail within the next 10 years, and he reflect back on what she did, wait till he find out what she really did and how she really hurt his
girl,
case more than helped his case.
if they're
And when
both
he
alive.
hear, yeah,
Oh God.
well, I'm not gonna wish that
I
much
don't
on
think he's gonna dwell on it. He like, I tried to help her. I told
yeah.
her dumbass what to do and how to get her career on YouTube. That's what he's gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. But he's gonna be pissed at her after he find out how she really didn't help him and how she really hurt him more than, because right now all he thinking, she's helping, she's helping, she's helping.
No,
And
I think he know. I think he may know, but again, desperation.
yeah,
She's all he got. She's been the most consistent. This is his pattern. Having a woman, do
it's
his
beating.
biz for him, run
Mhm.
his business for him, do his dirty work for him, right? So
Right.
this kind of like the norm for him. He just got somebody that's doing too much, not an Erica, know their place. Okay, he asked her what a blackout. What's a blackout? She said no power
Mm,
at all.
mm, mm. Oh my God.
Oh, poor Tink. Tink don't know what a
Oh
blackout
Lord, how this man make it?
Why is that good attention?
I'm serious. You don't know what a blackout is? Come on, dude.
I'm just scrolling through.
He act like he in slavery for real. In his mindset, oh my God, he act like he can't read, he can't write, he can't do nothing.
Oh, okay. Let
And
me
I
see.
wonder is it purposely though, so that it can make it look like he's too stupid to do what they say he did.
He ain't
I-
that smart. He's not that clever.
Right.
Yeah, she definitely out here clapping for him, but won't to use us to have our opinions about don't want us to have our opinions about it.
He
I
don't,
agree.
he don't know
At,
what a strange mean. He don't know what a blackout is.
How
at
the
first
hell
it
do
was
you know what a
it,
blackout is? Go ahead, Vicky.
no. At first it was she was just saying, read the warrant, read the warrant. You'll find if they just follow the warrant, they would know. They would know that everything that's in the case. Now it's they just need to stop talking about it. Don't have an opinion. Like I told Sylvia, don't have an opinion.
Well, hell, she got one, so why can't we?
Mhm.
All right.
Mm.
But he swear he can't pronounce oranges and Dre say, what's that?
Dre know
You
what the hell
know,
he was talking about.
I'm gonna meet some oranges and some apples and some plums when I get out. And he tried to act like he's so stupid. I don't think he is stupid as he play like he is. I'm telling y'all, he's trying to act like a government slave so he can make it look like he's not smart, to commit all these alleged crimes. That's that he's been accused of. And I feel like it's all cap and it's all game. Because when he's out and free and he on the videos, he talking real good and straight. You can hear everything.
Girl, that man was in his 50s. He's 61 and a half now.
Girl, 60
Uh,
is not old. Like you acting like he 80. Now if he
he
was
don't
80,
have no
that's something
burner
different.
phone. He
Huh?
don't have no burner phone. She said she think he got a burner phone.
Mm.
Not Coop the Kente.
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's exactly who he acting like, Tony. He acting like damn
Is he
Kunta Kinte.
Toby or Coop the Kente? Which one?
My name is Kunta.
Kunta Kinte had a brain. We're not gonna do that.
And some courage.
That's why I said is he Toby, whatever his name was.
Yeah, his ass is Toby because he ain't got no brain and he ain't got no courage. Kunta Kinte was smart
Oh my
and
God.
fearless.
Erica was the tech support Georgia Peach.
She was the tech
Mm.
support. She was the all support. All he did was come up with that. He just used his pea brain to come up with a grand scheme, and Erica had to execute everything. He should have paid her more than he paid himself.
He's Chicken George. Oh Lord. See, it looks like they thought he was gonna be doing something today, just looking at what they were saying on yesterday though.
I don't know. I still feel like they were just saying stuff to say stuff.
I do too, Latita. They saying stuff just to be saying stuff. He
No,
playing
I'm saying
dumb.
that they knew he would be having something, done in court. Not
He thought
that's
he
what I
was.
mean.
I think he thought he was gonna go in there and get a good plea. That it's
Time served.
time served. It's been too long. It's been
Yeah.
way too long. It's been way too long. I believe in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name, I done served. They got me for 3.5 years. Or what he likes to add on time.
Mm-hmm.
You
They
hit me
got
the
me
gas.
He
What
been
he
in there
said right
5
here.
years, Vicky. Let him tell a story. He been there 5 or 6 years.
Look at
feel
this
like.
long, this
Oh
long
gosh.
while he on his fast, y'all. This why I ain't work that store. Yes, playing with God.
What he say?
What did he? Okay.
I am not
Good,
reading it.
good evening. Good evening. How you doing, my love? My fast will be over tomorrow.
And he
Okay.
can't. She can't wait to get him on the tablet.
Right.
Man, she reading the text.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Vicky. Go ahead. That's
No,
all I
I'm.
was gonna read. I'm not finna read
Oh,
all this.
okay.
Let me
Uh,
see. Let me see
all
real
this
quick.
mumbo
I read
jumbo
it.
shit.
You got a Nesto voice too?
Good evening. No, really don't. But lady, I said what I said has it better than I do. I can't do the country
Okay, well,
as
let me
well.
give you a small story. I was raised up in the church house, but never understood the value and the meaning God had to offer. In my early 90s, that's when I discovered God all over again to help me go through the difficult times I told you about. And didn't even capitalize when when I didn't have the support system that I saw from men who even take advantage of the love and energy of their families brought to the table. It was many religions coming to me at one time. If you don't sit through, okay. So one day, something just came over me to go back to what I saw as a younger teenager. That was God to help me through the difficult moment. Now I truly understand what you're saying about the religions, Catholic and Christian based. It can be confusing by the way other people move within those religions. Basically, what I'm saying is I can allow myself to get caught up in other people's action. I can only go by what God has done for me. I can witness and testify to that tomorrow is going to be determined what status my future holds. I want to thank you for supporting me the whole time. And yes, I am going to hold my head up high. I am an innocent man, and I truly believe that God and my Lord and Savior is going to reveal it tomorrow. If not, it still not will change my faith that He hasn't took His hands off me, because I'm asking to make it to holy heavens. I'm in here with an innocent man. I saw him on TV a month and a half ago. A lady said she tied it to kidnap her daughter and bring it up some more. Kidnap her daughter and that's all I see.
I'm on mute. I could, cause you, you weren't gonna make it without me on mute.
Girl, that sound like
Oh my God! Let me
why
get
she sound just like buckwheat? Y'all know I graduated in buckwheatism.
Oh,
you
I
got
see.
you
Yeah.
got to do
And
a
I'm
little
thinking
whisper.
like, what is he talking about? I'm like, who
And
he
yes,
And
child.
and when he say he an innocent man, he done took that MF off of it. Okay.
Motherfucker.
Remember he was an
oh, he
innocent
was a
MF man.
motherfucking
Now
gangster. He was a motherfucking
yeah, he a
gangster.
motherfucking gangster. Now he an innocent man. He ain't no innocent motherfucking man no
He
more.
don't cuss no more.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
He's
because
a
he
He on the
fasted. My
fast.
bad.
He on the
My bad.
fast. He on the fast.
Okay.
he
So
can't disrespect the Lord like that.
he say a lady said he tied it to kidnap her daughter. I guess he tried to kidnap her daughter at Walmart, his favorite spot. His lawyer got the video footage and put it on Channel 2 and all the newspapers. It clearly shows that he was trying to keep that baby from falling out of the car. I'm just listening to what he said. He's been getting death. Right, scroll it up some more.
Ooh, hold on. Let me get back over here. I'm looking at.
Well, I'm looking at it on my TV, so it's pretty big. So you got to scroll it up some more. I can't see it in the. I have to put my glasses on to see it in the chat.
Okay. What about that?
Well, it's a little delay, so it's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, scroll. There you go. He say it clearly shows that he was trying to keep that baby from falling out the car. I just listened to what he said. He been getting death threats to his family, well-being, and business. I told him keep his head up and seek religion and pray hard. He said he saw me on TV last year. That was embarrassing. And he said he never thought he'll be in this position. I told him anybody can get it in this world we live in. So all I got is my Lord. On that note, what I learned in life, when things don't make sense, it's God. Because some of these things are stupid, it don't. Let me get my glasses so I can see on the computer screen. Okay, I still can't see it on the computer either, Lady T-Book. You got to scroll it up some more. So, he's I don't know why he's trying to convince her of all of this. This don't even make no sense to me. It's coming up.
Did I go too far?
No, you ain't going too far. But I can't
because
see. Let's
she's
see.
all she got. CMB. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am.
Yes, yes, you are. Let me see. He say, so on that note, what I learned in life, when things don't make sense, it's God, because some of these things are stupid. It don't make no sense. That means God is closing doors and opening doors to make sure you got to get to where you're supposed to go. Tomorrow, I pray to God. I'm
What?
done. That's it. So he said God is opening doors and closing doors, you know. And how he come with that logic, I have no idea. I have no idea. But he really just trying to, you know, once again trying to fool God, thinking God is listening to this crap. There you go. See, this is a risk, Gomer. That's exactly who he sound like. It don't make no sense. And I have no. Do y'all have any idea what he talking about? Because I don't. I have no clue what he talking about.
No. It's just run on sentences full of
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. It's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. A bunch of mumbo jumbo is basically what it is. And he's talking about somebody else. So I guess somebody got arrested, and
He's
apparently
talking about that guy that I think he's talking about the was at the Walmart, and the lady said that he tried to take her kid. Um he owns like a daycare and a lot of businesses around Atlanta. I believe that's who
Mhm.
he's talking about, because I actually saw
Yep.
coverage from that.
But that was funny. That man said he seen him on TV last year.
Yeah, he said, "You saw me, I see you."
I
Okay.
seen you. I seen you.
At least he
I don't.
embarrassed.
In the country talk, okay.
So he did.
Well,
Georgia said he didn't even do his 21-day fast.
That's why
He
that
didn't
was
even make it 2 days, did he?
well, he
when
did.
he wrote this. When he wrote this shit right here, that's when we should have known that they was gonna be effed up.
Well,
Cause
here's
he
the
ran
thing.
with God.
She didn't
Yep.
respect his fast.
She did.
I mean, she went like, you don't mean
He
text, do
didn't
you?
respect it, cause he shouldn't even have no tablet in his hand. Okay, just like when we on punishment, cut that TV off, unplug that TV, give me
She,
your
Right.
electronics.
He shouldn't have
Girl,
even
I'm gonna
known
tell
that
y'all.
she didn't
One
respect it.
time my kids gonna punch me. I took they damn doors off their rooms. Okay, like y'all get no privacy up in my house. Y'all in trouble. And that's how he should have been doing his fast. He should have
Yeah, he
removed
shouldn't have been
everything.
checking.
Right.
He
Because
remove
should have
all
told them.
distractions.
He
yeah,
should have
because
told them suspend all my visits. I only want to see my lawyers.
right,
He messed up from the gate. He messed
right.
up from the gate.
He thought he could peek and cheat God, and God was gonna go ahead and forgive him for just peeking and cheeking, peeping a little bit and cheat just a little bit. But at the end of the day, like you're saying, if you're fasting, you should have turned all of this off, and you wouldn't even known that she was responding back, that she was trying to get in contact with him, Vicky. He would,
Hmm.
if he'd have turned it off, he wouldn't have known she was texting him.
He didn't respect his own damn fast.
He was reading the messages because I think they kept saying red, red, red. He was reading as she was sending the stuff to him. He just wasn't responding.
Right, like we do. Leave him
Leave him
on
on
read.
red.
Yeah, he wanted them messages. Go see it, Vicky.
Yeah, he can't go without human contact. I mean, but
They
the fact
wrote a
that
letter, and that was their game plan, Vic. They wrote a letter, and that's how we gonna play it like this.
I
Don't
don't,
nobody believe y'all.
I didn't believe it anyway. But like, I think she went in panic mode. You don't mean
She
text?
did.
Can we still text? Because you're asking for a friend, like a crackhead. Just like you got that, you got that moon rock. You know,
Red tops.
yeah, red top, red top. It's like she literally started going, she broke out into hives when he said, I'm gonna start my 21-day fast. Now they could have been playing the game or whatever, but it if he says, listen, I just need 3 weeks just to kind of get my mind straight. I know he doesn't know how to articulate that, and she does not respect his religion, like whatever religion he is trying to, claim to
Portray.
be portray, right? And
Well,
She
hell,
doesn't
it
really.
sounds like he converted her though, Vicky. Did you hear what she said?
He been
No.
converted in March. I think February she was
Yeah,
converted.
she
She
been
was
going to
praying.
church.
She
Yeah,
was
he sounded
praying
like he
for him and
converted
everything.
converted her. Yeah.
Girl, she convert. Okay, she don't even. Okay, okay, okay.
She was like, I was up all night praying for you. Thank you, Sanders,
Right.
for gifting the membership. Janetta. And did I miss someone? Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Looked like
ladies.
Chick-fil-A too. Oh, she was
Oh,
just
did I
thanking her.
miss my boo?
No, she said
Chick-fil-A?
she was just thanking Sanders.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I think Mixtress Monica got a membership.
I
But
was
yeah,
thanking the gifters.
but it sounded like he converted her, unbelievably.
Mm-hmm.
But it
I
wasn't.
don't think she. I said what I said. Do we even believe that she really was ever an atheist?
That's
Because
what I was gonna say.
and
I don't
most
think
people
she really
that
was.
profess to be atheists, it's the first time something go
Forgot now.
wrong. Lord help me, Jesus, please. Oh, you know what
Right,
I'm saying.
right,
So
right,
I've told y'all she's just angry at God. That's.
right.
I mean, a lot of people go through that. They get angry at God, so it's just, and it's not God's fault. It's just it's free will, the free will of God. You know that God is giving you, and I think she's an angry human being. Things don't go things don't go her way, or things haven't gone her way. She's just angry. She's like an angry little cockroach, and she she claims not to be an atheist because she doesn't want to be held accountable for her actions.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
baby, she better go get that Bible out, because that Bible tells you, honey, that the God will reign on the just as well as the
It's the
unjust.
unjust. Okay, sis.
Okay, shoot.
And she didn't grow up. She grew up Muslim. So I disagree a little bit with her being angry at God because that's what her dad practiced.
angry
So
at
Even
Allah.
even at Allah, she was angry at Allah. You know, I had to, what she called it, Muslim school. I went to, yeah. Want to see my picture from Muslim school?
oh
Mm-hmm.
no.
She
Not
didn't even call
Muslim
it.
school.
She called it Muslim school.
Mm-hmm.
She's a clown. Chick-fil-A say she a clown.
Yeah. And I don't know why they want to infiltrate God, Allah, or whoever it is that they trying to, take religion
The
all the way
devil.
out of this. Okay. Take religion all the way out of this, because religion don't have nothing to do with neither one of y'all.
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all know neither one of y'all know nothing about religion.
And
And
that's how you get messed up playing with God.
yeah, he'll make sure you get
That's
rained
why
on.
that's why he ain't getting no justice today. That's what that's exactly what happened.
Right.
Here's what I don't. He hasn't confessed to anything. I mean, it would just be the worst luck in the world that all these people are just mistaken. Like, well, I think, how many victims is it like listed out? It's quite a few. So all of these people,
99.
right, down in 50, 11 of them, and all of them are just mistaken. He was just trying to help people. So the way that I mean, maybe it's the way that you help people. Is that what got you caught up? That you're
Hey,
helping,
he's trying to help slip his dick in their booty. That's what
right?
he was
Oh,
doing.
oh my.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh
He was
my.
he just
Hey,
needed
he was helping.
99
He was
good
helping.
players. He was looking for 99 good players to help level up.
Oh
He was trying to help
my.
them level up. That's what he
but
was
it
doing. He was leveling everybody up.
but that's my thing is like, okay, everybody, every single person, not just the women. Let's talk about the men too. There- Let's talk about the businesses. The businesses are saying you bounced checks on them. You got
Mm-hmm.
services that you didn't pay for.
Mm-hmm.
You took off with trailers.
Mm-hmm.
All these random things. Everybody, every single person.
Hey,
They wrong about me.
stole the steering wheel out the cars.
Right.
Change the
You know,
VIN number.
If
right.
I'm not
Remember
mistaken,
he was stealing car accessories. So you stole rims and
right.
and armrest and
You
uh,
just roguish hell.
yeah,
Shit,
just
just
rogues,
roguish.
just stealing
Yeah,
anything that had a
klepto. Yeah,
gadget on it. Hell,
klepto.
he was stealing it.
He
Yeah,
stole
klepto.
coffee. I mean, like, you
I
name
walked
it.
out the store with coffee. He sure did.
Yeah,
So
you.
trifling.
But everybody, until he gets right, nothing just is gonna happen for him. And when I say just, I don't mean he's gonna get off. I'm saying, like, what you may get some clarity and understanding of why it's happening to you, but like, you ain't trying to admit to Nathan, not nothing with Shirley, not with Ebony, not with Carol,
It's
even
simple.
not even the baby mama. The baby mama, she came on the line and, hey, big head, why you got that lady over there crying? And he wouldn't even admit to that, like that.
Folks don't talk to me no more.
Them folk don't know me no more.
It
Them
don't
folk,
matter.
It don't even matter.
Bank say it's all civil. It's all civil.
Mm-hmm.
It's all civil.
It's all civil just because he oh well, not those other cases that he hasn't been indicted on, but taking somebody's property is civil. I mean, at all times it's civil. At all times it's civil. So
Vicky,
hmm.
um, them folks apologized to me.
Oh, cause you forgave them. You forgave them, so that mean they apologize, right?
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Please do not start with the apology at the wedding and the trip to the
That
woods.
was
But he
gonna be
lied. He lied. He said the lady was there and apologized, and then he said she called. So you just
Yeah.
lying.
Dre was like, I was there.
she
I
was
heard.
standing at the back
And
of the
you right
court
there.
like Vesta. She was he was standing.
Wait a minute, you right there. You right
You was
there when
right
I got
there.
that
Dre
phone
was like,
call.
I
When
was, I was, I was next those.
I
Let's
told
go.
you she was standing at the back like Vesta. Congratulations, baby. She said she rushed
Congratulations.
into the
I
chapel
just
door.
I just had to
She
drive my partner in the woods. I didn't say nothing. I didn't know what my partner was thinking about. All I knew, I just need to help my partner out.
You didn't judge me, Nestos. You didn't judge me at all. You just listened to what I had to say. I think Dre did everything they accused him of.
Why
He
you
just got
doing Dre like Martin Luther King?
Georgia
because
Peach. That's what
I
it is, Georgia Peach. That's what it is.
and I wrote it down, Jay Blake, because I will watch that. You know, I stay up all night, so hell, I probably watch it tonight at 2 o'clock.
Primal Fear.
So,
Yeah.
so I think
What?
there's a little bit of confusion. So there's primal fear where the guy was stuttering and stuff, but then there's also the usual suspects with verbal Kent. And that's the
Oh,
one who left. Well, he didn't leave the courthouse, but he left the police walking a little
yes,
differently. I won't give it
yes,
away.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's yeah, also he reminds me of Carl Lee from Sling Blade when he talks sometimes.
Yeah, I remember Sling Blade. I like that
I
movie.
never watched that.
Oh, y'all gotta
It's a
watch
very good
Sling Blade.
movie.
Yeah,
Very
y'all
good movie.
All
definitely
I
gotta watch
remember,
Sling Blade.
yeah, all I remember is French fried potatoes and everybody joking about that.
I like them there
Oh,
French fried taters. Yeah, that's Carly. But he's a good man. He just, I'm not gonna give anything away, but Usual Suspects is a good one. Um, Primal Fear is when who's my guy? Robert De Niro?
that is Edward Norton and
Oh,
Richard Gere.
I'm thinking of the other what's the one with Robert De Niro when he gets out of jail and goes after his lawyer?
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear. That's it. Primal Fear. Yes. Okay. Edward
Oh,
Norton. I
y'all
know
going all the
exactly.
way back to the 90s. Yeah, when that movie
Yes.
come out in the
That's on your
90s.
favorite time.
Cape Fear, and there's another one with the cute the I'll think about it. Ryan Reynolds and Anthony Hopkins, where like it kind of similar situation. So
Oh,
Nesto could be playing the game.
Oh, I know for a fact he playing a game. I know he playing a
No,
game.
he's not the
Because
green. He's not. He is not the Green Mile. Are you trying to compare him to the to
Dre. Yes,
Oh,
Dre.
Dre.
oh,
I
Okay.
Dre,
thought we was
yeah.
talking about Dre.
Oh,
Because I haven't watched any of those movies that y'all
oh,
But
talking about.
John
Erica
Coffey.
wouldn't have all that evidence if he wasn't playing no game.
I mean, this right, Erica, she's come listen with Erica in that playing the lawyer.
Hmm.
He's got on that. He's not going to get out on that,
Right.
and he don't have no charges regarding that lease.
listen. Okay, if he didn't know Erica, he knew Erica. Go. They have the videos online of him, Queen of the South, Queen of the South. I had to come pull
They
up on
was
my
deleted.
OG.
They was deleted.
This shit ain't deleted. It's up there. I can go find it right now. Sonia.
He can't get rid of the fact that he was represented in court on court video by April
Right.
Holloway,
Right.
More
but
than
Exactly.
once.
when he gets in the vehicle with when he's sitting in his vehicle with Detective Fields or Officer Fields at the time, he screams for Erica King. That's his, that's the there's no way out of that.
Yep.
because
Right.
they're gonna ask you, well, why was your lawyer, we calling your lawyer April Holloway while you in court, but yet alone you calling
Mm-hmm.
Erica King when you
Mm-hmm.
tell the detective you want your lawyer, and then you sit up there and say you ain't know. I thought she was April Holloway. You couldn't because you called for Erica King, and you can't
Yep.
say, oh, well, I thought she was Erica King, and they're gonna say you couldn't because in court she was April Holloway. But also, one thing that just popped into my head too, which goes along the lines of the court hearings and legal stuff. Once he asked for his lawyer Erica King, they never talked to him again. Remember, he was always upset. They didn't get my story. They didn't ask me nothing. Well, they can't, sir. You just asked for a lawyer.
Yep.
They ain't even talking to you no more. They just moving along.
They never
So I
gave me a
mean,
lie detector test. They never talked to me. I must have due process. They
you
never gave
lawyered
me.
up. You lawyered up.
They never even gave me a lie detector test.
A
They
lie
What's the
didn't get
detector
problem?
my
test ain't
What's the
even
side of the
problem,
acceptable
Nessa?
story.
in court. What are we saying?
That's what he said. Right, you need a lie detector test. Yeah, yeah. A
They
lie
didn't
detector
talk to you.
test.
They didn't talk to you. They didn't talk to you. They don't know your side of the story. They can't just go off what somebody else said. They can when you lawyer up, sir.
A lie
And
detector
Timu,
test
madam.
will prove everything. Them folks
First of all,
and
the lie detector test not even gonna be able to detect what the hell you saying. Okay,
And they're not
so
even
that's gonna be
admissible
the
They're
first
because
not
damn mistake.
admissible.
I could teach y'all how to beat them.
Unreadable. You can't teach Nesto. We talking about Nesto.
I said
Unreadable.
y'all, my homies.
Unaudible.
I'm gonna teach my
Unauditable.
homies.
I'm
Unauditable.
I must have this justice. They never even gave me a lie detector test.
I didn't get
Yeah.
my dupe process,
I
DUPE process.
I never get my dupe prosse, my nana prosse. My nana
Pasta
prosse must be
Rossi.
given. My pasta rossi must be given.
Mm-mm. His martini and Rossi Asti must be given.
My asti spumante must be
Ooh,
provided.
child, you did not go there. Do they still sell that?
I think they
I
do. That's the cheap.
cannot.
That's the corner store liquor.
That rock gut.
Oh my
That
god.
my asti spumante must be provided because them folks they slammed me on the ground.
What is a blackout?
Mm-mm.
She didn't
Dumb.
pay the light bill. She didn't
Right.
pay the light bill. She spent all her money on text messages and
Wait,
phone calls.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Can you just run it back for me real quick? I was driving. So what she said she having a blackout.
On a text message.
She said she having a blackout.
No,
Mm.
she said that she hoped tomorrow, which is today, okay, and that's what they get for playing around. That she said it's this probably something she saw on onions, okay. I took it down because I was going to put something else up. So let me see what she told him, and then he come. Okay, here we go. She said, "Yes, love. I stay talking about the unjust manner your case stay on. It's supposed to be a blackout tomorrow. Rumor. Hope it happens next month. No phones, no internet, no power. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. The truth
Shh.
is all that matters." Okay, so
Oh my
that's what had
gosh.
happened. That's what happened
She
today.
needs to
Okay.
go move with the Amish and just get away from
Girl,
all
they would no.
technology.
They would say go on a permanent room springer. Go on the permanent room springer. Don't come back. We banish you. We've shunned you.
She couldn't live with the Amish because she wouldn't believe nothing that they believe in, and
That's
they go to
true.
church.
She'll want to
So
argue about everything.
Right. And want to take pictures, which they do not do.
yeah, and she not gonna wear fit. She not gonna wear clothes that cover up her little skin and bones.
Oh no, it may like make her look old.
They make her take her ponytail out
Oh hell, we don't want to
because
see
it's
that
not
baby fro.
fancy.
We don't want to see that baby fro. Okay, I finally got my documents, Latita. Just kidding. Yo, I gotta read for myself. Y'all carry on. Unless y'all reading with me. How y'all reading with me?
Hey, I don't even remember from earlier. Y'all done said so much, I forgot. I
Oh,
just be remembering bits and pieces because I told y'all I can only listen to people for like 10 minutes at a time sometimes. That's why when I get up here talking to y'all, it's funny because we talk for hours. But when I go to the other channels and I'm just listening, I'm only interested for the most I've ever stayed anywhere is about a half hour. Then it's like, okay, move along. But that's real quick. That's a quick read because if I remember, that's a quick read. I think I missed other stuff because he said the part where he needs to decide if he's gonna hold somebody in contempt, or I was just like, I think I lost prospect at that point. Like, well, what happened?
yeah. We just got to see, how that's going to play out because we can, speculate, but we don't know. But we do
Because
know. Go ahead.
in my speculation, I also believe that something else has been said to him because it's just from that and what was the copious notes that people were taking and what was said, it's
Mm-hmm.
like there was another conversation that we weren't privy to. And
Mhm.
that's what I'm mad at because we the public want to know, like Vicky said.
It's probably in the ex parte meeting that they had. Was Woody in there?
Oh Lord.
Damn, love was up in that damn meeting trying to act like she ain't know what was going on.
So, do y'all believe that a plea was given at some point during whatever we're not privy to, or do y'all tend
Possibly.
to believe that no work has been done?
They had to discuss something in there. I mean, but the only thing with the plea is how can I plea when I don't know if you're going what's going to be presented far as the
You got the
suppress
discovery.
of the truck, the suppress of
That's
the
why I
truck.
say I believe he went back there and that's what they did.
Okay.
He didn't suppress the truck, or he said he did. Because another thing that he asked for, I don't know if anybody remembers, he asked for a list of things that would be given if he suppressed part but not all of the truck. What do you not want out in this truck? So that was something that we weren't privy to as well, and I believe it was given because
Still
any
here,
lawyer
right?
worth they sought gonna give that if he asking for it because he may be leaning towards suppressing something if not everything. So I just think in my mind there's stuff going on in this case that we aren't privy to and that ain't hitting the
Yeah.
record because it's just judges don't ask for things and then forget about it. I
Right.
will tell y'all that because I've had a judge call me out my office. I want to see you in 10 minutes and I'll be huffing it because where how I work, my office was not 10 minutes from courtrooms and I had to come go through the metal detector, take my weapon off because I wasn't a court officer at the time and I couldn't bring my weapon in. So it's like, oh my God. And I'm running in a suit about to bust my face because I ain't got on the
Hmm.
proper shoes because I thought I was gonna be chilling all day. And I'm just like huffing it because don't be there. Think you go don't be there and see what happened. Judges are a trip, man. Like people don't even realize like how much power judges have, and especially over us people who work there. Like, and they can make your life miserable. So you really don't want to get on a bad side. That's that people that deal in court are professional in court, and that's why when you see how people act in court, you be like, "Well, they ain't say nothing in court," and they not. Especially if they got to go back, because when they come back, they don't want this judge to be having a sour taste about them. So they want to be. That's why when Paige got to YSL, everything got it was a new relationship being built. Like we you fair from the jump. So we not gonna bite the hand that feed us or none of that. We're gonna be nice until we're not, until we have to be something else. But judges are a trip, man. Like y'all, you just don't want to make a judge angry, especially if you gotta go back in front of them with somebody else case, and then it's like you going back with somebody else case and your new client is getting raked
Mm.
over the coals because you was acting the fool with your last client. That's not how you want to be.
I agree with Georgia Peach. What y'all think, Latita and Vicky? Did y'all answer?
No, they got
What
all
did Georgia
quiet
Peach
on
say?
me.
Go ahead, Latita.
No, what did Georgia Peach say? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Oh, she said if they don't suppress, Nesto may consider a plea. If they suppress it, he gave his final plea of not guilty. Okay, I can see that. I can see
Possibly.
that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
taking
stay with
anything off
Georgia
the
Peach.
table. I'm sorry, Lady T. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. No, I'll hush.
No,
You
I
my
was just gonna
guest.
say I don't think I'm not taking anything off the table. Like until I know, I could imagine 1,001 things that happen. So I'm just waiting for the facts
Mm-hmm.
before I
And how
opine.
long? Wait a minute. How long were they in ex parte?
It was like an hour, I want to say.
Really? Oh,
You can
I
handle a
mean,
lot
yeah.
of business in
Something
an
definitely
hour.
was being discussed then. If it was an hour.
Mm-hmm.
cause I
Just
mean, like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
was it just on his case that they called his case and then they went back
No,
for an hour?
he called several attorneys
They
back
took
there.
a
Oh,
Oh, now
Yeah,
okay.
that
so
hurt my damn feelings.
I think they went into. I think he might have went into chambers with some, and then some went into like whatever conference room they go into to kind of hash things out. And
so
so
so did you hear how it actually happened, Vicky? Or
no, I mean, well, I mean, it was pretty quick. It was so fast. You know how they just call roll, and then like some people didn't have their attorneys there, so they were, it was quick, fast. They called Ernest Williams, and then they were like, okay, let's go. We're gonna go back. Whatever the verbiage is, we're gonna go back here and discuss
the
some
chambers?
motions. Yeah, discuss some motions. But I don't think everybody went into chambers. Like some, I mean, maybe
But
everybody
they
did.
said discuss emotions?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, that's what I heard. They were discussing motions. That yeah, they did say motions.
So they did work that we're not
I'm
privy to.
yeah.
Hmm,
Um.
that's interesting. Because nobody ain't said that today, Vicky. You the first person to actually say those words. That's why I'm like, what?
Well, Pam said it too.
I must have left by then. I'm sorry.
Because I think she was. I felt she looked so defeated. I tried to stay on as long as possible because she was
I'll
just.
go back and watch Pam. I didn't have time when I got off to watch her. I'll go
She
back
just
and
looked.
watch it.
She looked defeated. She was like trying
Yeah,
to
I
keep
think
the.
she was just over it because like the judge had an attitude and she's like,
It's
I was not recording, so I don't know why I'm getting this, but okay, whatever. So she was just over it.
And
I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
I don't blame her
Yeah, because
either.
she getting
Because
dragged into now. But see, they live there. She's gonna have to fly back there for whatever
Right.
day
mm-hmm.
that they call her. And I don't blame her. I would be upset. I wouldn't be defeated. I would be upset because now I gotta get hop on the whole plane to come back here and
And that
No,
address
was
some
her
mess that I
point.
didn't even do.
Right. And that was her point. And that was the reason why, she was talking about the continuous Rule 22. Because she said one thing she said that just stuck out to me. She was saying that, sometimes the court wouldn't sign the Rule 22 until the day before,
right,
which was
right.
See,
interesting to me
and Dennis
because,
used to do that. Remember, Dennis was getting his done, and remember when Pam and Dennis were doing it together with
Right.
Dennis getting Rule 22, and
Mm-hmm.
Dennis would take it in that short time frame as well, and
he was
then
he
he
was
didn't get
submitting
his
it.
signed.
Right. The thing is, he was submitting his at the last minute. She would
Yes.
submit hers, she said, at least 2 weeks in advance, but they wouldn't sign it until the day before.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying when Dennis was doing it in a short time frame, it seemed to be an issue. So what is it? Long
And
term
that's my
or short
point.
term?
That's my point. He had an attitude when Dennis was doing it at the last minute. So what I
Right,
said in the chat was, well, why are you upset about somebody, submitting something at the last minute and you're not
right,
signing anything
right,
until the
right.
last minute?
So that's kind of like, contradictory information
Exactly.
right there. Yeah,
Exactly.
gotcha.
Because it sounds like he kind of don't want to do it. He kind of don't. He's one of those judges that I said that don't want the cameras in their face. Because even though I'm not in the courtroom no more, I still know people that are, and I still see judges here and there. And that's one thing that a lot of people do complain about is the cameras. Because after C-19, cameras became real prevalent, and now you can watch almost all hearings and stuff on municipal level, and then once you get to felony court, sometimes the judges just like have turned off because they put cameras in these courtrooms that they have their own cameras. And this is what I'm annoyed at is most of these courtrooms are outfitted with cameras now. So just turn it on and then let people use your feed, and then they don't have to come in there. And then you can record what you want recorded, but y'all being so tightwad about it that people gotta, do the Rule 22s and stuff like that. Because throughout this country, I believe all if not most courtrooms are outfitted with cameras now, because I watch a lot of arraignments on my local level and down in the urban areas. When I want to see stuff that happened on the news, I just pull up the YouTube channel and watch it.
Well,
So
we
it's
we
like,
know 36th District Court has
oh,
cameras in
child.
every because I watched Elenise Bryant,
Oh
my
Lord, I forgot
soror,
about her. I forgot
Elenise
about her.
Bryant. But she did say something interesting. This will be my last point because I know Lady T-Bug just said last thoughts in the chat. But one thing she brought up that I thought was a good point. The reason why she addressed the cameras in her courtroom and how people were reusing her content. She
Mhm.
said, a lot of the times when people are in my courtroom, that's the worst day of their lives. And so
Mm-hmm.
imagine how you would feel if, it's one thing to come to court in person, but imagine if your court hearing now is on YouTube due to kind of like circumstances that you can't control, and people are reusing that over and over and over and over and over again, all without, your permission or your say so. So that I think was like her point. That could be the point of, the court that Pam was in today too. Maybe we don't know.
Mhm.
He hasn't really articulated that, but that is what Judge Bryant has said out of court to kind of explain how she feels about people reusing her court footage.
I think that the courts in the camera room, they help people kind of understand how procedural things, because you never know what you may be getting into. Like, even I know that family court generally tends to be not recorded, at
No.
least, but sometimes it is, like, for the court record, but not published publicly. But it helps people who don't know how these things go. So you're learning, and I think that in this information technology age, that we should be able to have access to all of that information. You should be able just to, like, Google a database, not Google, but search a database and find a case that you should be able to look up that case, like, where they discuss this, certain things you're looking for, or like alimony. You want to see, like, how someone formatted their alimony, because you don't want to get screwed in your own case. And I get what the judge is saying. I just listen. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's public interest. There's victims out here who have not. They will never get their money back. They will never get their stuff back. The least you could do is alert the public, because if he gets out on any sort of probation, um, I know they weren't trying to offer up any probation, because whatever deal they offered him, he ain't out. He ain't gonna get out, or he's still being held. So if he gets out in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, whatever, the public needs to know that there's this old man out here who likes to do this to women, and there are women out there who are lonely and will succumb to people like him. And kind of, they may not know, they may not know that he's a scumbag. And so it's this is much like any other true crime case. How many other fraud cases did we followed? What's her name? Elizabeth Banks, I think. And hers was fraud. The lady with the who was making the medical products, and the billionaire, whatever, that self-made billionaire. So all this stuff is just unnecessary. I just think, just follow the rules, and it shouldn't be an issue. But I understand Georgia; they do their own thing out there. They gangstified with their judges. The judges are like, it's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. So, Lady T Bug, thank you for getting the transcript to this. The new text messages. I am going to go back and listen to the crazy of these two people.
Thank
And
you,
everybody
Vicky.
have a good night.
Thank you, Vicky. Okay, Latita, you finished your last thoughts.
Oh no, that was everything. I'm done.
You
y'all know,
sure?
y'all know, y'all know I never have much to say at my last thoughts. We'll see what it is. And thanks for having me up tonight. It was fun.
Love you, Earl. Love having you.
Thanks, Letitia. Thanks, Vicky. And I said what I said, got a phone call, y'all. So we'll have to hear her last thoughts tomorrow, sometime later.
Oh, so it's my turn. Okay. Um, everyone don't get discouraged. Court is not what you expect. It's always gonna be a little different. Every case is different. And with this, I would be surprised if it's over by the end of the year. Especially his lawyer is gonna be busy till August, the first week of August. So I will just be patient and he's I would say I think this may be over sometime around the holiday, after the holidays or beginning of next year. But I kind of honestly don't want it to be over because then what else I'm gonna watch on court? Because it seems
Yeah,
like
we
court
gotta
TV
find
is kind
something
of
else.
losing stuff. So my last thoughts is this is my entertainment for the moment. Even though it's his life, that's not my ish. My thing is you shouldn't have did it if you didn't want us to talk about it. And I'm going to use it as my entertainment because this is what I did. And I never really noticed till people started doing cases that I actually found. I didn't know they were on YouTube. I don't know when they started putting them on here, but it just seemed like they all just came at one time. And it's kind of like the nostalgia of it all for me because I miss it. And it's the fact that a lot of the stuff they talk about, I know about what they're talking about. So it's kind of like, I like to know things and I like to look into things and I like to and it gives me something to do. Gives me something to do because even though Nesto want us all to be fat, black, single, and everything, I'm not fat, I'm not single, I'm not broke, and I don't live in a one-bedroom apartment. I own my own home, I own my own vehicles. I don't have to go get nobody to get them and trade in they stuff to get my husband nothing. He don't have to trade in nobody else stuff to get me nothing. We don't have to do that. We got our own stuff because we worked. You know what I'm saying? I worked mostly all I worked more years on this earth than I didn't work. Okay. So I earned everything I got. I ain't go out here and steal it. And since you was out here stealing most of your life, and seems like you was stealing more of your life than you wasn't stealing, because we still ain't heard of you having no job. I'm gonna use your court case as entertainment as long as I possibly can. And it's very entertaining, sir. Appreciate it. I know the victims don't, but hey, as the world turns. Thanks everybody. I love talking to you guys. The chat be litty. I am gonna take my old self to sleep because I am old though. Like they said, we old. I am old. I do consider myself to be old. I have children that are old enough to have their own. So hey, I'm old and I'm out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Shan. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. We came to the end of the damn porch. Okay. What I'm gonna say is this. Like Shan said, I am entertained. Okay. This is my entertainment. And I'm invested. So we gonna roll this thing until the wheels fall off. I hate the way things did go down today in court because I felt like it took away from Nesto's actual court case, but it is what it is. Okay. And Nesto was successful with his damn fast. That's my wrap up. Okay. Nesto is not getting that deal. Nasty Mushmouth is done done. Let me see. Oh, I do eat corn. I live in a one bedroom apartment, but I'm free, Nesto, and it's yours. Okay. Mayor included. Nesto said that he has never had a regular job and he will never get a regular job. Never, ever, ever, ever. It seems like that yeah, that's his way of life, talking about people without money, but yet here he is. And I feel like he's reached like the lowest part of his life that he can be in at this point. And he still don't see it. He thinks that he is better than other people. I enjoyed the views tonight. Good night, everyone. Okay. Yeah, the super mayor. Speaking of the super mayor, I was it WGN did a final like I guess wrap up about her. I gotta go watch it. We and me talk about that tomorrow. They said she did one more food drive, and they were talking about the money and the FBI investigation. I gotta go watch it though. I think things about to get interested with Ernesto's case. Like, I mean, we got a few things they got to follow up on, you know, the bloggers and the Rule 22s, and then the suppression of this vehicle. And I feel like from that point, it's gonna be popping. It's gonna be on and popping. Like, it's gonna be some movement from that point. From that point, yeah, I think it is. Let me see. I got a message. Is this one of y'all? Oh, I see. So that's it, guys. Tomorrow we'll be back with the family that prays. Okay. We wanted to just cut up a little bit today. Y'all got y'all points out in the chat up here on the panel. We're gonna move on tomorrow. Okay. And hopefully Angelica get the blackout over there on her channel. We don't get to hear or see her ass over there. All right, y'all. Good night. Let me see. Who gonna take us up out of here? Oh.
Because we're sick of this shit. Everybody is sick of this shit. The whole world is sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit. But I'm not gonna let it make me sick. And neither are you.
Good night. Bank, if you're still on here, check your IG. I just sent you something. Good night, y'all. Good night, Miss CLC.